Rocks. It's time for Columbus River Dragons hockey. Tonight's presentation of River Dragons hockey is brought to you in part by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Columbus River Dragons. Zelmo Zip-In, the official fuel provider of the River Dragons. Air Force Heating and Air, the official heating and air company of the River Dragons. And Country Inn & Suites, the official host hotel of the River Dragons. Now let's send it to the broadcast booth with the voice of the River Dragons, Tom Calahan.
Hello, everyone, and welcome in once again. It's time for Columbus River Dragons hockey. I'm Tom Calahan. Thank you so much for joining me here as we are back at the Raising Cane Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. It is the second of a 3-3 for this Columbus River Dragons hockey team here tonight.
Welcome back to the Sun South John Deere first period intermission. We're joined by River Dragons forward Kyle Moore. And Moore's 3-1 start for this team so far. You had a three-game sweep to start it off, but yesterday a loss here at Baton Rouge. Talk to us a little bit maybe about the difference between the first three wins and what happened yesterday.
Yeah, the first three wins, we came out hot. We were excited. We had 10 days off after the 3 games. It kind of hurt us coming in here and not having a pregame skate. That affects us after a long road trip. And then, you know, they just came out and worked hard. I guess they outworked us, and we got to come out trying and work harder than them.
Seems like if you are going to take some positives out of the game last night, the team really did kind of get it going by the third period. And if it's bust legs or not playing in 10 days, maybe it seems like you were starting to shed that a little towards the end of the game.
Yeah, you know, that just shows us like we were down. I don't even know what it was, to be honest. But we came back in the third and put up 4 goals, I think it was. Like we fought to the end, almost got one in the last couple seconds. This team won't quit, so that's going to be a good push for the rest of the year with us not quitting.
Talk a little bit, if you will, about the line you're on right now. You find yourself working with the captain, Josh Petrantonio, and Austin Doe, a couple of guys who just passed that 300-point mark in the FPHL. What's it like skating with those guys?
I couldn't ask for better line mates. Like Petro, he's don't want to hurt guys' feelings, but he's probably the best center and two-way forward. You know he's going to be there in the right spots to help you out. He's going to make the right play. He's a great leader. And Dozer, he's got all the experience, and he's got a lot of pro games. He knows where to be, and he makes the right plays, and he works hard.
Talk a little bit about your process in the offseason here from last year to this year. Did you change anything over the summer? How did you prepare?
I didn't change too much, you know, just skating a lot. Took the first month off to relax and get your body back to 100%. And then some of the guys that stayed in Columbus the whole summer skated throughout the week and at the Civic Center, and I just did that and then worked out at Max Fitness.
All right, well, Kyle, thanks for joining us. Best
game and comes out with the victory, the first one in Zydeco franchise history. And now the River Dragons back at it again here tonight. We'll see.
Welcome back to the Sun South John Deere first period intermission. We're joined by River Dragons forward Kyle Moore. And Moore's 3-1 start for this team so far. You had a 3-game sweep to start it off, but yesterday a loss here at Baton Rouge. Talk to us a little bit maybe about the difference between the first 3 wins and what happened yesterday.
Yeah, the first 3 wins, we came out hot. We were excited. We had 10 days off after the 3 games. It kind of hurt us coming in here.
Peirce Heating and Air, the official AC sponsor of the Columbus River Dragons, is excited to offer you our special $79 tune-up. Call us today at 706-661-7242 or visit us at airforceheatingandair.com. That's airforceheatingandair.com. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air. License number PC0004272, EC0101216. It's the 5th anniversary season of Columbus River Dragons hockey, and RiverDragonsMerch.com has everything you need, including our new limited edition anniversary look. OurDragonsMerch.com has something for all ages, with a variety of hats, shirts, jackets, and more. Plus, cool souvenir items like the always popular fan chains, pucks, and keychains. Want to order a gift for someone? We'll ship it for you. Just go online to OurDragonsMerch.com.
At the Country Inn & Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
And welcome back here on Columbus River Dragons Hockey. I'm Tom Calahan here in the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. Happy to have you on board. Thank you so much for joining us here as right now the Columbus River Dragons getting set to take on the Baton Rouge Zydeco. It is a back-to-back-to-back situation for the River Dragons. And believe it or not, the final trip they're going to make here into Baton Rouge already this year. Only 2 trips on the calendar for Columbus. Last week, this week. That's it. Now it's up to the Zydeco to head on in for some Columbus home cooking, of which I'm sure the River Dragons are looking forward to. To that end, I do want to mention to you, River Dragons fans, that what we have coming up here is the home opener November 17th. Then we have the Black Friday game on November 24th. December 9th, looking ahead, is the 5th anniversary celebration, and December 16th is the much-anticipated Teddy Bear Toss and Ugly Sweater game. So there's a lot to look forward to in those first 4 River Dragons home games. You can still get your full season tickets, by the way. If you want to do that, stop by the office or give us a call at 706-507-4625, 507-4625. You can come in and pick out your seats if you want. You could do it online entirely without ever talking to a person. If you know where you want to sit, you've been to games before, go to rdragons.com. Click on the ticket section and then take a look at season tickets. It'll take you right to iTix. You can register your account there, do all of that online, buy your seats, put down your deposit. No price increase over last season. We absolutely would love you to end up with River Dragon season tickets and cheer on the boys all season long at the Columbus Civic Center. Why don't we take a look at some of the changes the River Dragons are looking at making for this evening here. And Columbus coming into this game with a couple of extra players from the last time they played here in Baton Rouge. They added, in the meantime, Hunter Bersani comes on to the team, and Stephen Klink, who was with the team in training camp, was re-added to the roster. Got a look yesterday. Honestly, on the line, Bersani, Storjahan, and Klink did not look out of place. They looked pretty good. They were productive. Storjahan had a couple of beautiful chances, had a great breakaway chance, hit a crossbar in the first period early on from point-blank range. They did generate quite a bit in that hockey game, and it was fun to watch them wheel around out there. One of the changes the River Dragons will make for tonight is going to be in net. It's going to be Taylor Joseph, who backed up last night to Brendan Colgan, who gets the starting nod here tonight. He'll be backed up by Tyler Roy. Now, Roy is anticipated to get the start tomorrow night, so he gets his pregame warm-ups in here tonight. The River Dragons have been unable to get game day skates here at the River Center for whatever reason. And so, really, if you're a goaltender, this is the only chance you have is to go in and try to get a good solid warm-up in underneath you. And so yesterday, Taylor Joseph backed up Brendan Colgan. Colgan started, and Joseph got the warm-up. Tonight, he's getting the start. Tonight, Roy's getting the warm-up. Tomorrow, he is anticipated to get the start. Of course, things could change between now and then. But Taylor Joseph, if the name sounds familiar to you, is an FPHL eventual champions in Danbury. The Danbury Hat-Tricks dispatched the Black Bears, but Joseph actually had a pretty darn good run into that postseason there. And in his FPHL career, Joseph has actually had a pretty good start. So he was 16 games with the Black Bears last year. He did have one with the Roanoke Rail Yard Dogs. But he went 11-2, 910 save percentage, 3.06 goals against average. Now what that tells you is that Binghamton let up a lot but scored even more. His .910 save percentage is actually a very encouraging number. He got even better in the playoffs, though. When it mattered in 5 playoff games, he locked that down to a .937 save percentage and a 1.83 goals against average, even though the record was 3-2. And again, losing to Danbury in that series. Binghamton, just a high-powered team, but he got even better in the postseason. So that's good to see for Taylor Joseph and his potential to maybe make an impact here. He also had a cup of coffee in the American Hockey League. Dressed with Abbotsford, didn't play in a game, and then appeared in 2 games with the Toronto Marlies in the American Hockey League back in 21-22, and actually did end up with a victory in one of those 2 appearances. Had an .894 save percentage, 3.75 goals against average. So he's no stranger to higher competition. That is encouraging about Taylor Joseph, and hopefully tonight Joseph will be able to help the River Dragons kind of move things up a little bit here, get back in the win column. And so that's one of the changes here tonight. One of the other changes the River Dragons are going to make is a little flip-flop, and Sequoia Swan will come out, the Western Hockey League product. He is out of the lineup tonight, and reinserted is Carson Andrioli, who scored his first FPHL goals against the Zydeco back on October 27th. And so Andrioli back in a big physical presence for this River Dragons hockey team, brings some energy out there, obviously can put the puck in the net. He's done it once already. And so we look forward to seeing Andrioli back out there as well for the River Dragons. So could be an exciting night if you are, and I know if you're listening to us, odds are pretty good you're a River Dragons fan, although maybe not, because I want to take a moment and say, hey, I know we're the only game in the FPHL tonight, so if you're listening in from any other team, we welcome you here. Thanks for being a part of River Dragons hockey. And if you love the FPHL, you're either here or you're on the Zydeco feed, and so we appreciate you stopping by. Thanks a lot. We will do our best to take you through this particular hockey game. Now, tomorrow night, it gets back to business. It is the last game of the 3-game set here. However, it's going to be a full slate tomorrow night, 10 to the 11 in action in the FPHL. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get to our Zelmo Zippin' out-of-town scoreboard. We'll take a look at the NHL scores, busy night in the NHL, as well as what's going on around the FPHL, and we'll try to keep you posted on anything else that might pop up as well. I know there might be a Thursday night football game. There's a rumor going. The NFL plays on Thursdays. What? Who knew? We'll talk about that when we come back. This is the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show, Columbus River Dragons hockey.
An injury can be a game changer. That's an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
Hey sports fans, it's game time. There's no better time to make sure your heating and air system is working like it should. Air Force Heating and Air, the official AC sponsor of the Columbus River Dragons, is excited AirForceHeatingandAir.com. That's Air Force Heating and Air. The Jersey shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat-press lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion and have a graphic designer on staff to make the logos or graphics needed to make your shirts unique. We pride ourselves on being able to deliver orders of any size at low, competitive cost with no minimum quantity. That's why the River Dragons trust the Jersey shop for all of their uniform needs. Call 706-565-4245. That's 565-4245.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A Spicy Chicken Biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. Then you add the spices, instant classic.
Order the Spicy Chicken Biscuit on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
And we are back on River Dragons Hockey. Tom Calahan here with you, and thank you so much for being a part of our pregame show presented by Air Force Heating and Air, the official heating and air company of your Columbus River Dragons. Thank you so much, folks. We Love having you here, and we love being a part of the Columbus community. I want to remind you to share your thanks by giving on Wednesday, November 15th, as the River Dragons and WTVM team up for a food drive from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. to help benefit Feeding the Valley. River Dragons players will be in attendance collecting non-perishable food items from 3 to 6 p.m., and every person who donates receives a ticket voucher for an upcoming River Dragons home game. That's Wednesday, November 15th, in front of the WTVM studios, located at 1909 Winton Road in Columbus. So let's take a look at our Zelmo Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard as, well, we are the only game in the FPHL tonight. Now, tomorrow night, a full slate on tap, which includes Carolina at Binghamton. That should be a pretty good matchup. Mississippi is at the Blue Ridge Bobcats. Port Huron is in Motor City. And so the Zydeco, the only team that will not be going at it tomorrow night. In the National Hockey League, Thursday's always a busy night. A couple of games into the second or the second intermission. 1-1 tie, Islanders Bruins midway through the second period. Canadians up 1-0 on the Red Wings after 2. Rangers with a 1-0 lead over the Minnesota Wild in the second. Vinny Trocheck the goal there. In the second, how about the Vancouver Canucks this year? They've got to be one of the bigger surprise teams. They're up 2-1 right now on the Ottawa Senators, halfway home in that one. Blackhawks 4-2 over the Tampa Bay Lightning. Connor Bedard on the board again, making his case for Rookie of the Year. He's got a pair already in this one, and we're only 2 minutes into the second period. And on the flip side of that, boy, the Lightning without Andrei Vasilevsky, that is a snake without its fangs. Oh, man, they have really stumbled out of the game. Columbus Blue Jackets have a 2-1 lead over the Dallas Stars. That one is late in the first. It's Jenner and Marchenko for Columbus, Marchment for the Stars. Blues with an early 1-0 lead in the first over the Coyotes. Sundqvist the goal there. Appleton has the Jets staked to a 1-0 lead over the Preds early in the first period. Late games tonight, you've got Kraken at Avalanche, Penguins at Kings, and Oilers at Sharks. I'm tempted to watch that Oilers at Sharks game. Oilers are 2-8-1. The Sharks, hey, they finally got a win. They're 1-10-1, but both teams struggling mightily to open the season. You feel like something's got to give, or maybe it doesn't. Either way, it could be wildly entertaining to watch that game. And in the National Football League, we have Thursday night football action for you. It's the Panthers and the Bears. And right now, that one has not quite kicked off yet. Should be going in just a little bit. And we look forward to keeping you updated on that. I know we have at least one Bears fan listening, so we'll keep you updated on that score as well. All right, well, that's it for the Zelmo Zip-In out-of-town scoreboard here for you. Just a final kind of circle back here before we get to our chat with head coach Jerome Bichar here before the game for this River Dragons hockey team. But we told you about the changes going on, so it is going to be Sequoia Swan coming out, Carson Andrioli going in, and Taylor Joseph getting his first start tonight. But I also wanted to take a moment to talk about the changes for the Baton Rouge Zydeco, because the Zydeco made a couple of moves yesterday. Parker Moskal gone from the team, and also Marquise Grant-Mentis out, two former River Dragons, who made a bit of an impact in their time here, but apparently it was not enough, and so further shaking of the tree was done by Baton Rouge. Those players are out, and they added a couple of guys who made some bit of an impact. Noah Robinson scored his first 2 FPHL goals last night. He was a guy that really stood out in that game. Now, we haven't seen Brandon Lucchese in yet. He was traded over from the Elmira River Sharks in exchange for Kyle Powell. Didn't dress last night. We'll see if he gets in tonight or not. Curtis Hansen's another guy that came in here, and he's got goals in his last 2 games. I think he made a pretty good impact on the game yesterday. We called his number quite a bit as well. So right now, for the Zydeco, they're just figuring it out. They are trying to manage as best they can to get the lineup that they need, and certainly what the coach Paul McLean would want out of that hockey club, to try to figure, hey, what's best for these guys, not only now, but in the future. You're building something here. And, you know, congrats again to the Zydeco. I mean, the River Dragons, number 1, weren't going to go 56-0, just like the Zydeco weren't going to go 0-56. But Okay, you got your win. Now it's time for the River Dragons to get back down to business. And one of the things that I've got to circle tonight, and I'll be interested to hear what Coach Bichard's keys to the games are, but a fast start. It's something the River Dragons don't do much of. And we talk about starts a lot. If you listen to me talk about it last year, I'll talk about it again this year, and I don't want to harp on it except that the start is pretty important. And last night, I thought the Zydeco, as the home team, came out to a pretty good start. They had their energy up. They pushed the River Dragons back. Columbus weathered that early storm. In fact, we got out of the first period at 0. So bold team what they had to do in terms of taking care of their own side of the ice. That said, the River Dragons didn't get stronger until the third period. And yeah, you can, and I will talk about puck luck. Sometimes you don't get the bounces. Storjahan hits a post in the first period. Could have been a different game, yes. But you don't always get those breaks. And so for the Columbus River Dragons, they need to not only continue to pour pucks and bodies to the net, but they've been going for some of the low percentage plays, some of the cross-ice stuff, trying to be, I think, a little more style than substance, trying to maybe be a little too pretty. And so that's something that this River Dragons team really does need to eliminate. They need to play it a little simpler. They had some really good cycles on the wall, some puck possession time. They can generate off of those. Throwing those hope and wish plays across the ice, they get picked off, and I mentioned it yesterday. Even in the first period, you may remember me talking about the Zydeco. All they had to do was kind of stay in the middle of the ice and defend. And the River Dragons would eventually try to throw one across the ice, and the Zydeco would put a stick on it. They did a nice job of jamming up the cross ice. So what the River Dragons need to do off that cycle is get to the front of the net. Let's see if they can do that tonight. That's going to be a big key for me. All right, well, let's hear from the man himself. Jerome Bichard will join us on the other side of the break, as when there's more coming your way. This is River Dragons Hockey.
For business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
It's the 5th anniversary season of Columbus River Dragons hockey, and RiverDragonsMerch.com has everything you need, including our new limited edition anniversary look. OurDragonsMerch.com has something for all ages, with a variety of hats, shirts, jackets, and more. Plus, cool souvenir items like the always popular fan chains, pucks, and keychains. Want to order a gift for someone? We'll ship it for you. Just go online to OurDragonsMerch.com. Hey sports fans, it's game time. There's no better time to make sure your heating and air system is working like it should. Air Force Heating and Air, the official AC sponsor of the Columbus River Dragons, is excited to offer you our special $79 tune-up. Call us today at 706-661-7242 or visit us at airforceheatingandair.com. That's airforceheatingandair.com. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air. License number PC0004272, EC0101216.
Is that the sound of an ooey gooey cheesy crunchy slice of P-I-Z-Z-A? Obviously, but as good as that sounds, we think it can get even better. Oh yeah, that's the sound of a freshly opened fizz-filled Pepsi. The only thing that can take this flavor medley of crunchy dough, mouth-watering cheese, and savory sauce to the next level. How about another bite? Pepsi and pizza sound like a match made in heaven and taste even better. Pizza, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Welcome back before tonight's game. Rouge against the Zydeco. We're joined by head coach Jerome Bichard. Coach, as we look back at last night's game, I know that was a tough one. Team tries to come back late there, pretty good third period, but just wasn't quite enough. Give us your overview of that 60 minutes.
Obviously not good enough. Effort was there, just lack of execution a lot. Guys trying to do too much at the wrong time. And I'll be honest, maybe we took the guys a little lightly, and and they came back and made us pay for it.
Talk a little bit, if you will, about getting a chance to get some of those guys in there. Some of the guys we haven't seen yet this year, you finally got a little bit of a chance to look at.
Yeah, you know what? Clink 26 with Storjahan and Bersani, I thought they actually created quite a bit. Storage could have had probably won the game all by himself. He had like four or five prime opportunities. Klink had 2 or 3 really good shots. So actually, that line created quite a bit. So I like that. Like what I saw out of him.
Do you change anything for tonight's lineup as far as that goes to get more looks in, or?
Yeah, you know what I mean. Going to try to get Andrioli in tonight. Take out Swanner, and it's kind of a catch-22. Really, there's a bunch of guys out there that didn't play great for whatever reason. So I could change 1 or 2 guys out. But I mean, realistically, I look at the game last night, and no excuses, no nothing. I mean, we haven't played in 10 days. Kind of flat. Get our feet underneath us. Traveled, so there are reasons. I don't want to accept those reasons, but it's not like I don't know. It's just it's a catch-22. Do I change everything up because we played a bad one game? I don't think we need to quite do that.
It's also pretty early in the season too. Still trying to get guys, I guess, to maybe get used to one another and get used to what you need.
Yeah, you know what I mean. Again, every mistake we made last night cost us. The mistakes that I'm more upset about is probably more our odd man rushes, our D pitching up the wrong time. Is it our D, or is it our forwards turning the puck over in the wrong areas, forcing my D to make that decision? Just don't force my defenseman to make that decision. Should I go or shouldn't I go? When I feel where we can hand them, as opposed to come in on a rush and it's a one-hit wonder. We come in, we take a play, doesn't work, and it's coming back the other way. We need a little bit more consistency when it comes down to that.
Well, that's a good lead in to tonight's keys to the game.
Keys to the game. Simplify, outwork, and out-execute.
All right, Boomer, thanks for joining us. Best of luck tonight.
You bet. Thank you.
Back with the drop of the puck in just a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey. Welcome back before tonight's game here in Baton Rouge against the Zydeco. We're joined by head coach Jerome Bichard. Coach, as we look back at last night's game, I know that was a tough one. Team tries to come back late there, pretty good third period, but just wasn't quite enough. Give us your overview of that 60 minutes.
Obviously not good enough. Effort was there, just lack of execution a lot. Guys trying to do too much at the wrong time. And I'll be honest, maybe we took the guys a little lightly, and they came back and made us pay for it.
Talk a little bit, if you will, about getting a chance to get some of those guys in there. Some of the guys we haven't seen yet this year, you finally got a little bit of a chance to look at.
Yeah, you know what? Klink 26 with Storjahan and Bersani, I thought they
KI Accounting, The Optical Shop, Piggly Wiggly, Sun South John Deere, Wade Cleaners, Houston Clinic, Abercrombie Bonding, First Franklin Financial, and Old School Barbershop. Now it's time for the Chick-fil-A Midland first period. Here's Tom Calahan.
And indeed, it is time to get things underway here. We're going to get going in just a little bit between the Columbus River Dragons and the Baton Rouge Zydeco, who are taken to the ice in special military jerseys here. It is their military appreciation night. And so the Zydeco, if you're wondering why the River Dragons are wearing teal, That is exactly why, because the River Dragons came in, customarily they wear white on the road. But these jerseys, because they're military camo inspired, but the camo is white and gray. To avoid confusion between the two teams, the River Dragons have put on teal. And they will wear their 5th anniversary teal jerseys for the first time all season tonight here at Baton Rouge at the River Center. So the starting goaltenders here tonight, Greg Harney is getting the nod in net for the Zydeco. One night after Greg Hussey played extremely well. Harney is 0-2 on the season. 5.02 goals against, an .892 save percentage. And Taylor Joseph getting the nod for the Columbus River Dragons. No stats yet on the year. It is his first start of the season. And now we will have our moment of silence in the national anthem.
Veterans, thank you and your family for your service and sacrifice. Your Baton Rouge Zydeco would like to ask you to please remain standing and remove your caps for the national anthem. Being performed tonight by former Marine. Please welcome Troy Bunch with T-Roy Entertainment.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the Rockies' red glare, the bars bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land and of the free, and the home of the brave.
I think I detected just a little hint of Old Blue Eyes in there somewhere. Maybe that's just me. But the anthem in the books here before tonight's game. We're getting ready to go. Raising Cane's River Center in Baton Rouge. Tom Calahan here with you. Stephen Peirce along for the ride, whether he likes it or not, in the producer's chair.
The Major is currently the commanding officer.
And it is the Military Appreciation Night here for the Zydeco, so we're going to have a ceremonial face-off. And then we will get ready to go in just a moment.
Thank you, Major.
Good crowd on hand here tonight for the Zydeco in their first season of operation in the FPHL. Fans still filing in here as we get the ceremonial puck drop. River Dragons rolling right to left in your radio dial and your YouTube screen, however you're watching it tonight. We appreciate you being there. And yes, those are the teal 5th anniversary jerseys. 5th anniversary celebration coming up on December 9th. And if you're watching a game tonight, you're in Columbus, there's a watch party tomorrow night, if you're able to make it, at Landmark Church in Smith Station on the Alabama side. Admission is either a cash donation or 2 canned goods to help local charities. Those who do attend will be entered into a raffle to win the River Dragons party pit for the November 24th game against the Carolina Thunderbirds. That's tomorrow night at Landmark Church in Smith Station. How about that? 2 canned goods and you can end up with a party pit. Certainly you can give more if you would like. All right, we're underway. River Dragons will dump it in from center, and right away, the stick chopped out of the hands of Bersani, and he was looking in askance at the referee. It is Andrioli on this line with Storjahan and Bersani to start things out here tonight. Here's Storjahan, right side. He'll feed it up to the right point. Shot coming in off the shin pads of the defender and all the way down the ice. Shinkarik tried to slide it through, and instead he found shin pads. Zydeco on the forecheck, but they can't keep the puck in. And now here come the River Dragons. A nice chance in. Left side, Bersani had it poked off his stick into the corner. He'll try to grab it over there. He is hauled down to the ice. Puck up the near side wall. Chirac able to move it ahead. Here's MJ Graham to center. He'll dump it down. Zydeco head for a change here. Not quite a minute into it. Oh, Joseph out to play. A little miscue with the D there. That's one of the things about having a new goaltender back there. If you don't have the communication between him and the defense on things as simple as that, just an exchange of the puck on a dump in, that can cause problems. So the River Dragons are going to have to be alert. They haven't had a lot of time to spend with Joseph. They're going to have to be on top of that. Zydeco in on the right wing side. They'll stop in the right wing corner. Wick line out there along with McDonald and Jemayev. This line has been absolutely torching the Zydeco. They came up with another couple of goals yesterday in the 5-4 loss. Puck in front of the net picked up by the River Dragons. Left side ahead to Jemayev. Jemayev will dump that one in cross corner. Getting over after it and trying to move it up the wall there, but not quite out of the zone yet. It was Cudmore, and now it does get to center. River Dragons also trying to throw the body a little bit early here. Slahetka putting a hip in there. Tip down the ice, there'll be no icing here. Coming up on 2 minutes into the first period, scoreless so far. River Dragons with the Petrantonio line out there now. Puck back to the River Dragons blue line, turned over at center. Now quickly up the left side, here's Austin Doe. Doe in over the line. Chips it into the left wing corner, knocked back past him. And back the other way, the Zydeco break the zone. Up through center, cutting it over the line is Laporte. He had it knocked off his stick to the wall. Puck tied up on the half boards over there, floats free behind the net. Up the near side, Slahetka playing it towards the right point, and it is not out yet. He's still battling to get it out. Now it's turned to center. Columbus ahead. Left side, here's Doe. He's all by himself into the left wing corner while his mates are changing. Try to push his way through there, but instead Laporte back for it. He'll scoop it up, move it ahead, but the pass did not connect with Weber. Storjahan turning back at his own line. Quickly ahead as Bersani with him on the left side. Storjahan looking in front. Off-angle shot, save made, rebound to the half wall, picked up by Bersani. Bersani around behind the goal. Didn't put enough on it. Jammed away from Storjahan to the right point. Underwood steps up, able to keep it in. Storjahan, high slot, gets it up top. Andrioli couldn't shoot. Left it for Bersani. Bersani, left point. Chance coming in here, and the save made. Rebound sitting right there. Storjahan tied up. Has to curl with it in the corner. Tried to move it along, hit the referee in the skates. Storjahan and Andrioli battling on the near side wall. Andrioli, Storjahan. Storjahan curls, tried to go up with it. Helped to the point by Bersani. Shot coming in, and that one hit a body in front as well. It did not get through. Back the other way now. It's turned into the River Dragons end of things. No icing here. Balkwell really had to race back there to get to the puck in time. Turned away to center. We played 3 minutes, 40 seconds into the first period. No score. River Dragons have the first 3 shots of the hockey game. And that one is chipped out of play. So we get a whistle, and whoa, now here we go at center. Bersani getting into a shoving match, and that draws a crowd right away. And we're going to get, I think, 4-on-4 here. They're going to take one from each side. So a little bit of extra ice out there. It is going to be Bersani going in. He's getting a cross-check, and then we're getting a roughing call against the as-yet unidentified Zydeco player. That is Hussey. 3:49, time of the penalties. So 4-on-4 hockey. Face-off is right on the dot at center. And it is one back as the River Dragons take possession. Quick line out there, and he gave it up on the left side. Here's a chance on the wall if the Zydeco can make something out of it. They wrap it around. Shinkarik is on his man, however. And Kara Georgis trying to work it up top. Still doing a nice job with it, but he eventually just fed it out of the zone. Did put it through the middle, but there was just no ability to get to the puck there. And so Robinson back in his own end for the Zydeco. River Dragons trying to push ahead. Here's Robinson through center. Breaks through the check of McDonald. In with a shot right into the belly pad of Taylor. And he holds on to that one. You know, that's a nice, solid first save for Taylor Joseph. You come out on your angle, the guy puts it right at you, hits you in the crest. We kind of like to joke that goaltenders, when they make a save like that, they have a quick chest. But that's solid. And you know what? It gets you in the hockey game. It's the first shot for the Zydeco. You want to feel some pucks early, but the lower the degree of difficulty, probably the better when you're making your first start of the year and really haven't had a lot of time yet with the team. So Joseph got to feel good about getting that one under his pads. River Dragons back in on the left side. Here's Jemayev with an off-angle chance, and a save made there by Greg Harney hugging the right post. He'll hang on. Take a face-off to his right. River Dragons have King and Slahetka out right now. Jemayev is out there with Stephen Klink. Trying to push the draw ahead. It ends up in behind the net and recovered by the Zydeco. Zydeco up the left wing side in 2-on-3, left into space, but that was right to Jemayev. The D, for whatever reason, did not press up for the Zydeco. Back the other way, here's Slahetka leading the rush. Through his skates, trying to wheel it to himself, and instead turned it over. Jemayev puts a body into his man. Puck floats free at center. 33 seconds to go in the 4-on-4 situation. Here's Graham and on the right side. A shot in, right pad save. Good stop there by Taylor Joseph. Left wing, here's Doe moving back into the high slot. The back check caught Slahetka and caught him with a high stick. Oh, they went for the stick lift and missed. Instead, got him in the face, and that's going to bring the first power play of the game for the River Dragons. When we come back, scoreless here in the first, 5:32 gone. We're back with more in a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and a little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. Then you add the spices, instant classic.
Order the spicy chicken biscuit on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests pay for testimonials.
Get ready to hoop it up this season at Trojan Arena with Troy Basketball. Combined season tickets for men's and women's basketball start at $75 for all 24 home games. You won't find a better deal than that. Get your Troy Basketball season tickets now at TroyTrojans.com/tickets. The action begins November 6th, and we want to see you all season long. Visit TroyTrojans.com/tickets and lock in your Troy Basketball season tickets now.
So the River Dragons are heading to the first power play of the game here. For either side, the power play is brought to you by The Loft, featuring live music every Friday and Saturday. Show your Columbus River Dragons ticket stub for a 2-for-1 deal on cover. So because the penalty for high sticking came during a 4-on-4, it's going to be 4-on-3 for just a little bit. 5:32 time of the penalty. Now the question is, and I did not see what the indication was, is it 2 or is it 4? It is a 4-minute double minor for high sticking. And so that is actually pretty big for the River Dragons. They're going to get back-to-back kicks at this power play can, and a power play that is #1 in the league right now, coming in at 57.1%. Meanwhile, the penalty kill for the Zydeco is 50-50. Face-off is won by the Zydeco. They'll throw it down the ice. The 4-on-3 will come to a close here in 10 seconds. For the high sticking call, the double minor for high sticking whistled against Chirac. River Dragons will bring it back in. They'll try to rag it behind the net. Slahetka wraparound attempt didn't go. And now the River Dragons to a 5-on-4 power play situation as the puck is cleared back towards the River Dragons line. Columbus tried to bring it back in, but it's sent right back out. And out of play, in fact. They say it was deflected out off the glass, and so therefore, no delay game situation. 6:08 gone here in the first. Scoreless between the River Dragons and the Zydeco. 4-minute double minor for high sticking as the River Dragons on this power play here. And now that they have the 5-man unit out there, they're going to send out McDonald, Jemayev, Wickline, which is absolutely on fire, as I mentioned. This line just continues to produce points in every game so far. Ends up at the left point, Gill to the left half wall. McDonald looking up top. Gill, Shinkarik, wrist shot. That one is tipped on the way through. Ends up in the near corner. McDonald tied up on the wall. Wickline in there with him. McDonald trying to bull his way half wall. In front on the backhand to the forehand shot. Save made. They jam away. Puck's free, but the whistle goes. Referee lost sight of that one on the far side. Now down to 3 minutes left to go in this double minor. McDonald in for the faceoff against Graham. Graham wins it back this time. Swept around the dasher, but over to the right point, and it does elude Shinkarik. Skips past him and down the ice. Gill must chase. Gill will give it to Shinkarik. Shinkarik bothered on the forecheck, lost it in space, and now it's sent right back down by the Zydeco. That allows them to get a change of personnel while the River Dragons regroup. And now forecheck pressure, almost forced another turnover. River Dragons do get it ahead, though. Here's McDonald at the line, kept it onside. Left wing to the dot, walks in, into the high slot, a backhand save made, rebound is cleared, hit McDonald, and now it's picked up by the Zydeco. They'll move it away to center. Graham trying to get to it, pokes it the rest of the way down. Shinkarik out the right side, he'll stop. And now begin his journey up the ice. Pass on to the right wing. River Dragons will try it from there. Sent around the rim by Wickline. Jemayev up on it. McDonald lost it. Ends up left point Gill. Gill, backdoor feed looking for Jemayev. Hopped over his stick. Right point Shinkarik. Jemayev on the half wall. Jemayev walking in front, leaving it off for McDonald. Slot, Wickline, one time tipped on the way just over the top of the net. Jemayev fed it blindly up the left side, right to Graham, who backhands it down the ice. 1:40 to go in the River Dragons power play. Joseph has to cover it. And he gets the whistle. He'll take the faceoff in the defensive zone. Boy, the River Dragons, that power play, or at least that line out there on the power play, I know those guys are all feeling it. They're all generating, but they're all trying to do it themselves. And that is not going to work, even on a power play. Face off to the right of Joseph is controlled by the River Dragons. Let's see what the second unit has as Wickline took that draw and then heads off the ice. Columbus in control. They'll move it up the right wing side. In over the line. There's a wrist shot and a glove save. Harney flags that one down as Underwood let it go from the wing. It's Storjahan out there with Bersani and Klink. Then you've got Balkwill and Underwood as the points here on power play unit number 2. 1:19 to go in this double minor for high sticking. Scoreless here in the first. 8:13 gone. Draws one back by the River Dragons. Instant pressure from the Zydeco. Puck cycled low. Bersani behind the net. Left it there, but to nobody. The Zydeco able to clear. A bouncer to center. Balkwill's got to hustle back. He's tied up, but does get back to the puck. You got to credit the Zydeco. They're absolutely hustling right now. They're making the plays. Here's Storjahan feeding it back across. River Dragons enter the zone. Right side. Klink around the rim. There's nobody at the left point. Out it goes. River Dragons trying to move it in again. Bersani will try the left side. Walks in, wrist shot, pad save. Big rebound is cleared out by the Zydeco. Joseph will flatten it there for Underwood. Coming up on a half minute to go in the power play. 9 minutes gone in the first, no score. On to the left wing, here's Storjahan taking the feed. He'll skate it in. Into the left side corner. Storjahan wraps behind the net. Tried to bank it around. That one was deflected in the Zydeco, able to tip it out of the zone. They'll try to push short-handed here. And now Graham, slippery left wing, almost fed it to himself in front. That's going to do it for the power play, though. Just 5 seconds to go, and the River Dragons dropped to 0 for 2 with the loft power play here early on. That's a great kill for the Zydeco. Here's Moore around to the right point. Shot coming in. Save made by Harney into the corner. Left back up top. Doe to Moore. Moore behind the net as Petrantonio in front looking for him. Can't find a lane. Feeds it cross ice. It was behind Doe. Doe ties his man up. Petrantonio keeps it in for a moment. And now he keeps it in again off a shin pad. Bank to the far side. Petrantonio trying to catch up with it. It is knocked out to center here. Chirac with speed on the left wing side. Looking to feed in front on the backhand. He did. Nobody came up with it. Shot coming in from the right point. Off a shin pad and out of play. As Slahetka got in the shooting lane. 9:49 to go in the first period. River Dragons out shooting the Zydeco 8-2, but we are scoreless. We'll take a break and come back with more in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Hey y'all, my name is Sierra, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and the little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. Then you add the spices, instant classic.
Order the spicy chicken biscuit on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests paid for their testimonials.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo's Zip-In. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
And we are back here at the Raising Cane's River Center. Tom Calahan here with you as we're halfway home in this first period. Brought to you by Chick-fil-A. We are now back to 5-on-5. Yeah, the River Dragons trying to push ahead out of their own zone. Here's a chance in front. Right pad saved by Harney. Rebound over skated there. Now it's turned the other way and back come the Zydeco. Graham weaving in on the left side, waiting for a little help. He dumps it deep. And now wrapped in front. There's a chance. Puck sitting right in the slot. Taken away finally by Slahetka. Takes a whack but gets it onto the near side. Around it wraps. Bersani will feed it back for King, who will elect to go for the regroup behind the net. There's a pass for Storjahan that missed him, and that one ends up as an icing call.
Show your game ticket at Queen Rewards Club and receive $5.
Face off back into the River Dragons' end. Face-off to the right of Joseph, and a heavy collision after the face-off back into the corner between King and his man. Ends up with Storjahan. He'll feed it ahead. Now here's Andrioli. Up by himself, overskates the puck. Would have put him offside, so he had to vacate the zone. That one is pitchforked in on the backhand from center by the Zydeco. River Dragons to recover here. Gill has to spin away from some forecheck pressure. And he is told by McDonald, take it back behind the net, hang out for a second, let's finish this line change, and now they do. Lead pass ahead to McDonald, flips it into the right side corner. McDonald after it, he gets there first. Poked away from him though, puck in a pile. Goes right across the front of the net, but there was no one in the vicinity. On the near side, it's played back down. Jemayev stole it away in the wing, got it to McDonald in front, tried to thread it through to Wickline. Wickline after it behind the goal now. Wickline tying it up, battling forward in his skates. Ends up on the near side. Jemayev squares up, lines his man, puts him into the glass. But in the meantime, it's chipped ahead and now out 2-on-1. There's a shot in. Kara Georges ripped it high into the netting. Gill stepped up to pinch. And when he got beat, it turned into a 2-on-1 the other way. Fortunately for the River Dragons, Kara Georges' shot skied into the netting. Face off in the River Dragon zone. Pushed ahead by Columbus once again. That'll be dumped in from center, and around behind the net it goes. Pushed back up the far side. Off the dasher. No, kept in. Nice job on the right wing side over there by Kirk Underwood on the pinch. Zydeco recover, and now they get it out to center. Ahead to Weber. Weber up the left side. He'll throw it around the rim. Joseph out to leave it behind the net. And he'll play it up the near side. Kept in at the right point. Swung around to the far wall where Kyle Moore waits. He'll lift a wedge, get it out to center. Moore will be our first period intermission guest, so stick around for that. 7:15 to go till we get to that, though. Scoreless here in the opening frame. River Dragons out shooting the Zydeco 9-3. The linesman got in the way of a collision there. River Dragons on the turnover, back up the right side. There's a shot. Bersani rips one in a right pad save. Rebound goes right to Klink, taken away by Weber, though. And now Graham up the right wing. Trying to cut in through the D's, hooked off the puck. But the Zydeco persist. Up the line, that one is cycled down deep by Weber. On the right side, Graham on the wall. Looking for a little help here, went up top with it. Feeds the left point, shot coming in, tipped out and hits the glass. Rebound free, and again, centered to the slot by the Zydeco, but the Dragons take it away. Storjahan at center now. He'll feed the right wing. Klink trying to drive wide, chipped off his stick. He sends it right up top and all the way out of the zone. Slahetka has to go back to his own blue line for it. 6:18 to go here in the first. Scoreless between the Zydeco and the River Dragons. Slahetka at center, on the left wing. Klink can't get to it. Now turn the other way. Graham on the right side, but he lost it in the linesman skates. Fans booing. River Dragons caught a break. Back comes Columbus. Wrist shot. That's blocked by the Zydeco D. Back off the near side boards. Graham ends up with it. Turns it over. Bersani in. Rolling puck, and it betrays him. He couldn't shoot. Backhand pass. And that was too far in front of Storjahan, who was trying to charge into the play behind him. They wave off icing here as the River Dragons back after it. And now Shinkarik wheeling it all the way into the Zydeco zone. On the backhand. Hooked off it, tried to feed it around to the point. Sherrock intercepted the pass and clears it. Left side, here's Robinson up for the Zydeco. His shot deflected out of play. 5:18 to go in the first. While we've got a moment, let's take a break. 10 seconds along the network for station identification.
You're listening to River Dragons Hockey on WKCN HD2 Fort Moore, Columbus, and W295AY Crystal Valley. 106.9 really rocks.
Face off to the right of Taylor Joseph in the River Dragons net. Zydeco and the River Dragons, already the fifth meeting of the year between these two teams. River Dragons with a 3-1-0 mark coming into tonight. The Zydeco did play a game in that 10-day stretch where the River Dragons did not. They lost 7-6 to the Mississippi Seawolves, so they are 1-4 in the year. River Dragons quickly attacking ahead. Here's Wickline in the screen, a shot, blocker, save, and that one is tipped out of play. Just off the tip of the waffle board of Greg Harney. Ask your parents, kids. Just got it up there in time. You might have to ask your grandparents, to be honest with you. Face off to the right of the Zydeco net. McDonald wins it back towards the point. Gill gloves it down, keeps it in. Left side. Here's Wickline trying to work his way free over there. Had a stick knocked out of his hands. And by the time he recovered, Kerry Georges had taken it out to center. There was a little comeuppance behind the play. Robinson rode Gill well out into the neutral zone after he made contact with him, and those two had a staring match, but nothing came out of it. Puck is in the River Dragons' end of things here right now as Columbus trying to get it out. Here's Jemayev up the left side wall. Turned back in. Poked away by Joseph. Ends up behind the net. Kerry Georges looking to center. Far side corner. On the backhand, he'll feed the right point. Shot coming in well wide of the net. And again, Joseph alert with a goal stick. Paddles it away to the corner as it kicked off the dasher. Another shot in. That one is blocked off of McDonald, who picks it up. And he will circle back in his own end. Try to calm things down a little bit here. River Dragons changing it up front. Zydeco elect to do the same. 4:05 to go in the first and counting. No score, River Dragons and the Zydeco. Same two teams back at it again tomorrow night to wrap up this 3-game set. Columbus pushing in. There's a shot, Petrantonio. And another good save there by Harney. And now, checking the near side is going to bring a penalty. Doe's going to the box. So it's going to be a boarding call. Well, they'll call it cross-checking. Moore threw a hit on the far side that was not whistled, but drew the ire of the Zydeco. But heading into the Abercrombie bonding penalty box. When we come back, we'll tell you about it. Austin Doe's going to sit 2 minutes. 3:43 left to go here in this opening frame. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
Hey y'all, my name is Tiara, and a little thing that I love about the Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is that it has the perfect amount of spice to jumpstart my day. Whoever thought of it, thank you so much.
Hi, my name is Robert, and the little thing I love about Chick-fil-A spicy chicken biscuit is the biscuit. It reminds me of my grandma's homemade biscuit. It's always buttery and savory. Then you add the spices, instant classic.
Order the spicy chicken biscuit on the Chick-fil-A app today. Real Chick-fil-A guests pay for their testimonials.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other. Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
And so we are back here in Baton Rouge. Austin Doe into the Abercrombie bonding penalty box for cross-checking. Rough one for the River Dragons there.
Columbus penalty number 17. Austin Day for cross-checking, 2 minutes.
So with that, the River Dragons shorthand of the first time of the game. So the River Dragons penalty kills so far this year, everything's been against the Zydeco. They didn't give up a power play goal in the first 3 games, but they gave up 2 last night. 84.6 on the kill, that's 4th in the FPHL. 13.3% on the power play for the Zydeco. Yeah, those are their first 2 power play goals of the year. And that is 8th in the league. 3:43 to go here in the first. Shots are 12-4 in favor of the River Dragons. And we still have one of the referees over at the scorer's table trying to, I believe they have a problem with the clock. Okay, now we have it ironed out. Or are we? Now the referee's got to go over. Maybe we're not there yet. I thought we were. Don't forget, in our Sun South John Deere First Intermission report, Kyle Moore will join us. We'll talk to him about his line with Josh Petrantonio and Austin Doe about his off-season so far as well. Puck is dropped, and Joseph will come out to get to that puck, feed it to a D, and it's sent right down by the River Dragons. Good start to the PK. Harney has to come out, slap it away from the forecheck of Petrantonio, who's out there up front with Kyle Moore. Petrantonio deflects a pass with his stick. Zydeco have to try back in their own end again. They'll bring it ahead this time. Hussey in on the left wing, leaving it at the left point. Zydeco trying to go to work. Right side, here's Rogers, feeding it onto the right half wall. Petrantonio couldn't clear it out. Ends up in the far corner. Underwood over there, looking for a little bit of help. Bockwell into that pile. Ends up with Underwood, and he'll frisbee that one down the ice. River Dragons almost halfway through this penalty kill. Switch out the four-man unit. As the Zydeco push ahead, Slahetka tried to step up at the line on his man. Andrioli out there now. Centering feed comes up top to the blue line. Graham at the right point. Shot in. Oh, off the left shoulder. And nope, caught the mask, in fact, of Taylor Joseph. Shot towards the net, blocked. Graham keeping it into the right point. Went off the mitt of Slahetka. And Zydeco tried the left side. Up top. No shot, fed to the far circle. There's a wrister, save made. Rebound sitting at the dot. Andrioli fighting for it, and he's able to clear it down. 24 seconds to go in the man advantage. 2:05 to go here in the first. Still scoreless. First power play of the game for the Zydeco. Aslin will feed it on the left side to Weber. Weber met as he comes in over the line, and the puck pushed right back out. Nice job there by Lane King. Back in again one more time here for the Zydeco. They'll try to set up with time ticking down to the power play. It's over, and now the puck pushed ahead. An on-man rush and a penalty coming up. Here's a chance in front of shot and put to the glass. That one just high by Klink. Extra man is out for the River Dragons, and Slahetka's going to pull it back out. Columbus will regroup here. 1:28 and counting to go in this first period. Delayed penalty on the way, so 6 men out and the net empty for Columbus. So here's Wickline. Cross ice feed, gets it over there. Slahetka pushing in on the wing. Centering feed right onto the stick of a Zydeco player. And as Chirac touches it, we get the whistle. A hooking call, sending the River Dragons back to the power play. It'll be the third River Dragons power play of the period. They're 0 for 2. $18.50 time of the penalty. And into the box, it's David Aslin. River Dragons, boy, if they could get one before the end of the period, that would be massive. Here's McDonald on the left side, leaving it up to the point. Gill onto the right side, getting it back. Gill, middle of the blue, near dot, McDonald. Left point, Gill. Right side, Shinkarik. Shinkarik down low. Jemaev looking up top to the dot, cycles to McDonald. Up top, Shinkarik drive, missed the net. Left half wall, Gill. Feeds it into the corner. Wickline settles it. Up to the half wall himself. Into the corner. Jemaev looking to move it around here. Jemaev had it taken away. Skipped off the glass. Gill pinching at the point. Can he keep it in? Only momentarily, and now it's cleared. 28 seconds to go on the power play. Shinkarik quickly back for it. Up through center with speed. Carter Shinkarik on the right side. Into the slot. McDonald wheels to the right wall with it. Stops, looking to put it up top. Wanted to force it across. Shinkarik tips it off to the point to Gill. Gill rolling puck, a shot blocked in front. Wickline on the rebound. Centers, quick shot, and that one off the goal post. Now again in front, too far for Wickline. Wickline turnaround chance. That one tipped behind the net, and the horn sounds to end the period. I got a little scrambly towards the end of the frame there, but the River Dragons still unable to find a way to pot the game's first marker. That will carry it over. Power play. Boy, for Columbus, some great A's in there. But maybe they're going to go to the locker room and feel like they left a few things out there on the ice that could have made a little better. We'll see if the River Dragons can figure it out for themselves here and get the offense going again. Yesterday we had a 0-0 result after 20 minutes, and it turned into a 5-4 win for the Baton Rouge Zydeco. So I have every confidence there will be goals scored here in the remaining 40 minutes. It's just who's going to score more. Columbus on the plus side, with that carryover power play time, will have a clean sheet of ice to start things off in the second period. So that is something to look forward to if you're a River Dragons fan. You know what else we can look forward to? A chat with Kyle Moore. That's coming up on the other side of the break to kick things off here in the Sun South John Deere first period intermission. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way, including a Zelmo zipping out of town scoreboard update and a look back at the first period and a whole lot more. And we'll tell you again about the watch party coming up and also how you can help out in the community along with the Columbus River Dragons. As they toss out the T-shirts here, we'll go to the break. 20 minutes in, scoreless. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
It's year-end sales event time at Sun South. Get exceptional offers on quality John Deere equipment, including available 0% financing for 72 months on popular models, including 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors, along with a great selection of implements to meet your needs. Do more on your property with John Deere equipment from Sun South, and save more during the year-end sales event. Sun South, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires November 30th, 2023.
Columbus Diagnostic Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our top priority. Clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside. Technology with a human touch.
When the River Dragons have a breakdown, the puck can end up in the back of the net. But when your car has a breakdown, you need a reliable tow partner. Trust the tow company the River Dragons depend on. Tuffy's Towing. Tuffy's tows many types of vehicles in the Chattahoochee Valley. Call 706-457-0985 for a quote or go online to tuffystowing.com. Tuffy's, we tow more than just cars.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
Columbus, Georgia is considered by some as the hockey town of the South, boasting pro hockey since 1996. But 80 years before that first puck drop, another Chattahoochee Valley favorite got its start, Piggly Wiggly. Come on down to find a great selection of fresh meats and produce for your family's next meal or your next tailgate. We're proud to root for the hometown River Dragons because we've been the hometown team since forever. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street.
Phoenix Eye Clinic, located inside the optical shop in Phoenix City, wants to be your local eye doctor. Specializing in diabetic eye exams, glaucoma treatment, and cataract evaluations, Phoenix Eye Clinic has an ophthalmologist on staff. They also handle all of your needs for eye exams, glasses, and contacts. Call the Phoenix Eye Clinic at 334-480-4015. That's 334-480-4015. Phoenix Eye Clinic, located inside the optical shop.
Welcome back to the Sun South John Deere.
They're not having a pregame skate that affects us after a long road trip. And then, you know, they just came out and worked hard. I guess they outworked us, and we got to come out tonight and work harder than them.
It seems like if you are going to take some positives out of the game last night, the team really did kind of get it going by the third period. And if it's bus legs or not playing in 10 days, maybe it seems like you were starting to shed that a little towards the end of the game.
Yeah, you know, that just shows us like we were down. I don't even know what it was, to be honest. But we came back in the third and put up 4 goals, I think it was. Like we fought to the end, almost got one in the last couple of seconds. This team won't quit, so that's going to be a good push for the rest of the year with us not quitting.
Talk a little bit, if you will, about the line you're on right now. You find yourself working with the captain, Josh Petrantonio, and Austin Doe, a couple of guys who just passed that 300-point mark in the FPHL. What's it like skating with those guys?
I couldn't ask for better line mates. Like Petro, he's don't want to hurt guys' feelings, but he's probably the best center and two-way forward. You know he's going to be there in the right spots to help you out. He's going to make the right play. He's a great leader. And Dozer, he's got all the experience and he's got a lot of pro games. He knows where to be and he makes the right plays and he works hard.
Talk a little bit about your process in the offseason here from last year to this year. Did you change anything over the summer? How did you prepare?
I didn't change too much, just skating a lot. Took the first month off to relax and get your body back to 100%. And then some of the guys that stayed in Columbus the whole summer skated throughout the week and at the Civic Center, and I just did that and then worked out at Max Fitness.
All right. Well, Kyle, thanks for joining us. Best of luck out there. We appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be right back with more of the first period intermission brought to you by Sun South John Deere in just a moment.
To relax and get your body back to 100%. And then some of the guys that stayed in Columbus the whole summer skated throughout the week and at the Civic Center.
Welcome back to the Sun South John.
Offers on quality John Deere equipment, including available 0% financing for 72 months on popular models, including 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors, along with a great selection of implements to meet your needs. Do more on your property with John Deere equipment from Sun South, and save more during the year-end sales event. Sun South, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires November 30th, 2023.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Hey, sports fans, it's game time. There's no better time to make sure your heating and air system is working like it should. Air Force Heating and Air, the official AC sponsor of the Columbus River Dragons, is excited to offer you our special $79 tune-up. Call us today at 706-661-7242 or visit us at airforceheatingandair.com. That's airforceheatingandair.com. We're always here when you need us. Air Force Heating and Air. License number PC 0004272, EC 01012116.
Join the voice of the River Dragons, Tom Calahan, every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. for the River Dragons Coaches Show on 106.9 Really Rocks. They'll discuss the latest happenings, upcoming games, and more.
To me, as a goalie, it's a matter of how you are able to deal with the pressure. And if you don't crumble under the pressure, and you got to have a short memory.
The River Dragons Coaches Show every Tuesday at 6 p.m. on 106.9 Really Rocks.
When the River Dragons have a breakdown, the puck can end up in the back of the net. But when your car has a breakdown, you need a reliable tow partner. Trust the tow company the River Dragons depend on, Tuffy's Towing. Tuffy's tows many types of vehicles in the Chattahoochee Valley. Call 706-457-0985 for a quote or go online to tuffystowing.com. Tuffy's, we tow more than just cars.
had flip-flop division. So Blue Ridge now in the Continental with the River Dragons. And again, geographically it makes sense, but Motor City has been moved over the Empire. So taking a look back at the first period, there was no scoring to tell you about. Power plays, the River Dragons officially 0 for 2. They're going to have a little less than a minute on their third power play to open the second period. Meanwhile, the Zydeco 0 for 1 with a man advantage in that opening frame. And the shots in the period did favor the River Dragons 13-6. So for Columbus, it's, I know, small consolation for the River Dragons. Certainly you'd like to have a little bit more productivity on your side of the dish, especially when you had 2.5 power plays to your credit. And the power play has been clicking pretty good to start the year here. Hopefully they're able to do something with this power play time coming out here. And we'll keep an eye on how the River Dragons start the period. Possession is a must. Absolute must for the River Dragons here coming out to win that face-off, to get in, get set up, and make the most of the time they're going to have with a clean sheet of ice. That certainly helps you move the puck around. Let's take a look at that Zelmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard here. We're the only game in the FPHL tonight. In the NHL, we've got a couple approaching final territory. Let's see if anybody's made it there yet. Bruins are up 4-2 on the Islanders late in the third. Halfway through the third, Canadiens Red Wings are tied at 2. Rangers up 3-1 on the Wild late in the third. Canucks 5-2 over the Senators late in the third period. Blackhawks leading 5-2 halfway through the third over the Tampa Bay Lightning. After 2 periods of play, the Dallas Stars up 3-2 on the Blue Jackets. Coyotes trailing the Blues 2-1 halfway through the second period. Jets have now increased their lead to 4-1 over the Preds halfway through the second. Kraken and Avalanche are underway, scoreless early in the first. 10:30 Eastern, you've got Penguins at Kings and Oilers at Sharks. NFL Thursday Night Football, Panthers and Bears. Right now, you've got the Panthers 10-6 leading the Bears with 2:26 left to go before the half in that game. So we'll take a break, and that's it for our Sun South John Deere first period intermission. When we come back, second period of play underway. River Dragons still with some power play time. Let's see if they can capitalize. We'll tell you about it when we come back. Scoreless after 1. This is River Dragons hockey.
It's year-end sales event time at Sun South. Get exceptional offers on quality John Deere equipment, including available 0% financing for 72 months on popular models, including 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors, along with a great selection of implements to meet your needs. Do more on your property with John Deere equipment from Sun South, and save more during the year-end sales event. Sun South, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires November 30th, 2023.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We're proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions.
It's the 5th anniversary season of Columbus River Dragons hockey, and RiverDragonsMerch.com has everything you need, including our new limited edition anniversary look. OurDragonsMerch.com has something for all ages, with a variety of hats, shirts, jackets, and more. Plus, cool souvenir items like the always popular fan chains, pucks, and keychains. Want to order a gift for someone? We'll ship it for you. Just go online to OurDragonsMerch.com.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other. Because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
Columbus Diagnostic Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our top priority. Clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside. Technology with a human touch.
An injury can be a game changer. That's why Houston Sports Medicine Team provides urgent ortho care, Saturday morning injury clinics during hockey season, and an emergency room at Jack Houston Memorial Hospital. An injury can be a game changer, and immediate evaluation and care can be a game changer too. For more information, go to Houston.com or call 706-324-6661.
And we are back getting ready to go for the second period of play here in Baton Rouge. Tom Calahan here with you. Thank you so much for joining me here as we're about to drop the puck, and the River Dragons on the power play to start the second. They'll go left to right in front of our broadcast location here. In the teal 5th anniversary jerseys tonight. They're going to start the power play with the line. Aslan in the box for hooking to start things off here. So let's see if Columbus can generate the first goal of the game. We're scoreless to start things out here as they check the clock here before we start things off. And puck down, we're underway. Face off one back, Gill will go after it. He'll leave it for Shinkarik. And Shinkarik hooked up as he went behind the net, scoots around one, feeds Wickline right side. River Dragons will break in on the rush. Jemaev, roller, feeds it left side. McDonald flings it over to the right point. Shinkarik lost the handle, had to double back for it. He'll stop at the right point. Feeds it into the right side corner. River Dragons trying to move the puck in the cycle. Here's McDonald, backdoor feed, and that one just wide as Gill crashed down. Up at the left point, Shinkarik covering, feeds into the slot. Wickline moving it over. McDonald walks to the near dot to Jemaev, side of the net. Up to the dot himself with a wrist shot, save made, and a rebound held. Harney able to gobble that up and hang on.
Visitor,
9 seconds to go on the man advantage. River Dragons will change up the line here. Storjahan, Bersani, and Andrioli out there. King and Slahetka on the points. And the face-off tied up on the dot. Pulled out Andrioli, a backhand, blocker save. Rebound is cleared to the line. King able to keep it in. Cutting to his left lane, King goes down low with it. Curls in the corner. Power play is over. King with a cross-ice feed off the skate of Andrioli just wide. Andrioli down low for Bersani. Bersani on the near side. Gets it up to the right point. Slahetka covering there. He'll walk down the wall, in with a wrist shot. Hit a shin. Comes right back to him. Slahetka shot. Andrioli save. Rebound. Cleared up through center. And now a chance for a race here in the Zydeco. 3-on-3. Back they come. Right side, in with a shot, Graham. Ooh, up high, but Joseph made the save, held the rebound. Nano frees it for a draw to his left. 1:19 into the second period. River Dragons drop to 0 for 3 with a man advantage. Boy, that the Loft power play was absolutely on fire coming into this game, but again, you don't play for 10 days, and sometimes you lose a little bit of the heat. Zydeco win the draw back. Long shot coming in, tipped in front of the net, finds the netting, so we'll get a whistle and a stoppage here once again. To the left of the River Dragons net. Petrantonio in for the face-off out there with Doe and Moore. Here's Underwood sliding it around to the near side, and it's turned over down low. There's a shot and flicked off the blocker there by Joseph. Rebound on the far side. Balkwell runs into his man, allows Petrantonio up with the puck. Petrantonio slides it right side to Moore. Moore, and we get a penalty in behind the play. A high sticking call. As Robinson took one up high. Bockwell is shaking his head at Robinson. I don't know who the guilty party is going to be. Petrantonio. He does not look pleased on his way into the box. Has plenty to say about it. So to the power play go the Zydeco. 1:41 into period number 2. It is a 2-minute high stick. Zydeco 0 for 1 with a man advantage. And Petrantonio goes into that Abercrombie bonding penalty box. Hopefully the River Dragons will be able to spring him out of there. Zydeco moving it ahead here. Hussey leaving it on to the right wing side. There's a charge in, a centering feed, but only teal jerseys there. Jamaev knocked it away to the corner, but Graham up with it. He'll flip it to the right half wall. Now get it back up top. Graham forced it back to the right side, now over the left point. Rogers switches with Graham, goes to the right side, gives it to Graham up top. His wrister in and the save made. Rebound up the near side. It is turned over to Jamaev. He's up 2-on-2. If he chooses to press here, he'll bomb one in, blockered away, and almost right back out of the zone. River Dragons trying to change up the PK here, and boy, they better hurry. Nice play by Shinkarik to get it back out to center and buy him enough time to get the forwards out there. Storjahan and Doe killing this one off. Zydeco try to push back in. Shinkarik met him at the line, a bouncing puck in the slot, chopped at, still not out. Doe knocks his man down to the ice. That allows Shinkarik up. He'll give it across, and it's dumped in by Storjahan. Gill steps out now, and Shinkarik picks it off at center. He'll wheel around with it for a minute here as Kyle Moore out there now to try to help the rest of this penalty kill. Moore behind his own net, forced out the right side, fights off a hook, gets through center. Kyle Moore goes flying over his Zydeco player. Right back in on the left side, here's Aslan. Aslan behind the net, tried to center. That one hit a pair of skates, didn't get through. Zydeco, though, setting it up here. There's a chance through traffic, blocked in front, and cleared, not out. Gill blocked the shot, couldn't get it to get out of the zone, though. Out of the box is Josh Petrantonio, and the River Dragons have killed off that 2-minute minor for high sticking against, and they are now 2 for 2 on the penalty kill. That one sent down. That's an icing call against the River Dragons. 3:59 into the second period, scoreless. Columbus is unable to reset the lines here. They have Moore out with Petrantonio and Storjahan. Gill is out there with Shinkarik. Draws one back by the Zydeco. Aslan feeding it over to the right side. Shot on the way in, tipped high. Ends up in the right wing corner. Petrantonio tried to muscle Weber off the puck. Around to the far side it goes. And a shot there goes off the shins of Shinkarik. Fed back around to the near side. Weber behind the net, dancing in the backhand, far wing. Had it knocked off his stick. It's fed to the right point. Now to the left side, Zydeco keeping it in. Wrist shot, that one is blocked off of Moore. Near corner, Storjahan trying to turn with it. River Dragons really need to get the puck out of the zone. They need a change or a whistle, something here. They finally do get it over the blue line. Gill moving it ahead. They get the change. Storjahan pushing into the right side, leaving it into the slot. It's tipped just too far for McDonald. They'll put it down low to Shinkarik. Shinkarik around McDonald slot. One-timer and a blocker save. Arnie got the right arm out just in time. Wickline sends it right up top. Swept away from the blue paint, but not out of danger. Storjahan left side. Turns, shoots, finds the glass. And it rips its way around and out of play. 5:10 gone here in the second period. We are scoreless. River Dragons in the Zydeco. We'll take a break and come back with more in a moment. This is River Dragons Hockey.
Get ready to hoop it up this season in Trojan Arena with Troy Basketball. Combined season tickets for men's and women's basketball start at $75 for all 24 home games. place. You won't find a better deal than that. Get your Troy basketball season tickets now at TroyTrojans.com/tickets. The action begins November 6th, and we want to see you all season long. Visit TroyTrojans.com/tickets and lock in your Troy basketball season tickets now.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Back here at the River Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Tom Calahan here with you, scoreless into the second period. Drew Peirce producing, hanging out to my left. We're all having a good time here so far. Be better if the River Dragons had scored the first goal of the game. 5:10 into the second period, we've had a lot of chances, and both goaltenders have been equal to the task. 18 shots for Columbus, 10 for the Zydeco. I actually have had a few people reach out and ask me what a Zydeco is, or what Zydeco in this case is. And Zydeco is a type of music. I believe we discussed this at the beginning of the first broadcast. But we'll get back to that in just a moment. But in the meantime, if you so desire, you can look it up before I get around to explaining it. But Zydeco is a type of music. River Dragons controlling in the Zydeco zone. They turn it over. And here's McDonald left side in the high slot. Now got it back to the right point. Slahetka in. His shot tipped, and that hit Jemayev in the skates. Now feed to the left point up top. Slahetka, high slot, curls, leaves it. McDonald, long shot in. Oh, that got through the goaltender, but wide of the post. That shot beat Harney, leaked through his body, and missed just past the far post. Jemayev stepping in right side, cutting in the slot. His wrist shot, and that one off the helmet of Harney and out of play. That's using the old noggin if you're the Zydeco goaltender. Boy, McDonald's shot, it looked like Harney went into the butterfly, got a piece of it with the right pad, and it was just enough to not get beaten for a goal. As he fixes the mask. Face-off will be coming to his left here. And the Zydeco a little bit slow putting their players out there. And now they got their line coming out. And they're still short a guy. There we go. Not everybody can count to 5. It's okay. And now, well, the referee was skating over towards the benches. I'm not sure what was said there, but he just turned back quickly. Face off to the left of the Zydeco net. Bersani in for the draw. He's out there with Doe and Klink. Klink on the near side, up with it to the right point. Underwood, his shot wide of the net. Had a good screen in front, just didn't have a shooting lane. Put it around to the left point. Balkwell, right point, Underwood. Underwood, another wrister and a glove save there as it's held. Harney able to scoop that one up on the way in. Bersani in for the face-off. Klink and Doe remain on his wings, and he'll tie this up in the circle. Doe over to try to help win it. It's poked free, ends up with the Zydeco. They get the puck to center, but it goes into the River Dragons bench. Face-off will come in neutral ice here. 6:15 into the second period. Scoreless between the River Dragons and the Zydeco. McDonald in for the face-off, out with Wickline and Jemayev. Zydeco win the draw. They control on the left side with a little wedge ahead. Glove down by Shinkarik at the line, and puck does not get in. He'll feed it ahead, looking for Wickline. Wickline breaking in right wing to the backhand, cuts right in front. Jemayeff on the rebound, couldn't get it to go. Gill with a shot for the point. That one is kicked out by Harney. River Dragons trying to push. Here's McDonald, threads it low. Gill tried to get it back in front. A diving block by the defender. Graham on the far side, able to swing it around the rim and down the ice. It will not have enough gas or icing as Shinkarik back after it. Feeds it around, and no, an odd kick turns it over, but thankfully that one is tipped away, and now ends up Jemayeff. Left side, Shinkarik pushing the rusher ahead to Wickline, into the backhand, forehand, shot, save made, Harney holds. Wickline came in, and I think he was looking past the whole way, cut to the forehand at the last second, decided to shoot, but he was in pretty tight by the time he made the call. Didn't have a lot of room, but did still get an attempt off. But the River Dragons are starting to push a little bit here. Really starting to feel that momentum and that energy from the River Dragons side of the bench as they win this offensive zone draw. Storjohn trying to get to it. Pushed in behind the net. Onto the near side it goes, and it looks like we may have the lines a little different right now. We'll talk about that in a second. There's a shot in that Joseph blockers out of play to get a whistle. So right now you've got more Storjohn and Petrantonio together. So Doe not on that line with Petrantonio. I thought perhaps it was jumbled up because of the penalty kill, but maybe not. Maybe we're seeing a shift here. Face off to the right of the Columbus net, won back by Petrantonio. Around to the far side, Storjohn chipping ahead, Slahetka out to center with it. Popped up in the air, Zydeco recover. They'll dump it right back onto the stick of Slahetka. He gains the stripe at center, tried to dump it in, that was deflected. Zydeco on it, bouncing puck. A little bit of trouble inside the line, but finally pushed back to center. Baton Rouge on the break, here's a chance, oh boy, a little flip pass into space, just misconnecting with Robinson. River Dragons, meanwhile, battling the puck up the wall, able to move it out. Petrantonio at center, delays, waits, and now tries a wrister. It caroms right over to the far side. It works out. Moore with a backhand shot, save made. Rebound to the far side corner. Moore will leave it off to the left point, and now Petrantonio's down, and he is slow to get up, clutching his mouth. Moore with a shot, save made, and the puck held as the captain doubled over, heading to the River Dragons bench. Slahetka trying to get in there. And now Moore going in after one of the Zydeco players. I did not see who that was. I think it's Kara Georges. There was no penalty call coming on the play. Petrantonio staying on the ice and looking around for a zebra to make sure his opinion is heard, but nobody wants to go anywhere near him. One thing we've not seen a lot of, even when it has been a little feisty between these two teams, is a lot of physical play. It comes and it goes. We've seen a few spurts, but it just hasn't been there in large chunks. Face off to the right of the Zydeco net. Baton Rouge wins it. They swing it around towards the right point. It's cleared off of Underwood and out to center. Turned right back, though, and now Wickline quickly left side of McDonald. He weaves in, curls, waits, looking for help, flips it to an open wing of the right point. Underwood will drive down to the right side, takes a slash, gets a shot off. Save made by Harney as he hugs that left post. Jemayeff cuts it off at center, dumps it in. River Dragons had to tag up, though. That allows the Zydeco to go the other way. Graham tries to fight through a check, gets knocked down, rolling puck into the corner. Bockwell playing it on to the near side. Left point held in, long shot in, and that is blocked. Bockwell kicked it away, and now Jemayeff quickly ahead to center. McDonald in, he's got Wickline going to the net. McDonald to the backhand, lets a shot go wide. McDonald out the far side. Backdoor feed, couldn't get it through all the traffic. And now it's flipped in, a little wedge on the right side, but that is gloved down. Nice catch by Underwood to keep that from being a break in behind the D. Zydeco step back in. They are onside, but they're heading to the bench for a change anyway. That allows Bockwell an extra moment here. He'll step out the left side of the net after being pressured by the forecheck. Underwood on the right wing gets it ahead to center. Dumped in from there by Doe. 9.5 minutes into this second period. Still scoreless here between the River Dragons and the Zydeco. Shinkarik onto the left side. Gill into space. Wanted to get it ahead. Knocked right back to him. Flip back to the River Dragons line again now. Shinkarik will try. He's up the left side. Has Doe with him. Shinkarik over the line. Tried to slide it to Doe. It was knocked back to Shinkarik. His wrister that time tipped to the glass. Left side, here's Bersani up near the line. Backdoor feed. Shinkarik put it just past that far post. Not sure if Harney got a piece of that or not. Right point. Andrioli able to keep it in. Zydeco moving it up through center. And that one is knocked down with a high stick by Andrioli. We'll get a whistle. And we will also get a break here in the second period. 9:45 to go. Scoreless. We're right back with more in a moment on River Dragons Hockey.
We dropped the puck on another exciting season of Columbus River Dragons hockey, and that can only mean one thing. The home opener is right around the corner. Join us on Friday, November 17th at 7:35 p.m. as your Columbus River Dragons host the Mississippi Seawolves. The River Dragons look to continue their dominance over their regional rivals, and single-game seats for the entire season are on sale right now by going to the Columbus Civic Center box office or online at Ticketmaster.com. River Dragons hockey, it's go time.
We're always going a million different directions.
But Kinetic Credit Union makes it easy for all of us to stay connected, all in one place.
With the Kinetic mobile app, we both can monitor our accounts on the go. We can create account alerts so we know when there's a change. Apply for a loan or credit card. We can even open a new account.
Plus, you can quickly pay bills, transfer money, or make a deposit anytime, anywhere.
Kinetic makes our life a whole lot easier.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
Back here at the Raising Cane's River Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. 9:45 to go in the second period. We are playing 5-on-5 hockey right now. And the River Dragons have more Petrantonio, Storjahan out there together. Shinkarik and Gill on the points. Puck is going to be dropped right at center. Petrantonio wins the draw back. And Columbus on the regroup here. Up the right side, Petrantonio will chip it off the boards, trying to get in after it. Here's Moore all alone in front. Storjahan to the pass, a little too hot to handle. Now back the other way, here come the Zydeco, breaking up the right side. Here's a chance on the right wing. Backdoor feed. That one missed and turning quickly back. Storjahan feeding. More on the left side. He breaks into the Zydeco end. In with a wrist shot save. Made rebound sitting in front. Bouncing puck off the skate of Petrantonio. Goes to the far corner. Boy, the game's opening up a little bit here. Fed to the point. There's Gill with a shooting lane. Fakes. Now a wrister in. Save made. Oh, trickles just wide of the far post. Rebound cleared around. Petrantonio will put it behind the net. Storjahan on it. More out the near side. To the half wall. Up top with it. Tried to feed it back across. Turned it over, and now a race back the other way. Breakaway for the Zydeco and on goal. They score. Moore got a piece of Chirac's stick. He lost the puck for a moment, but recovered quickly. Tucks it 5-hole on Joseph. And the Zydeco strike first. It's 1-0. A costly turnover leads to an unassisted goal. 11:15 time of the marker, and the Zydeco are on the board first. Boy, the fans here loving it on military night. The River Dragons need to find an offensive answer. They'll try to go at it by throwing the body here. Zydeco will dump it in. Bersani with a thump on the near side. Andrioli throwing the body as well. Hussey lost it. Back out to center. Aslan must regroup back into his own end. Feeds it onto the right side. Zydeco will try to move it ahead, but Slahetka turned it right back the other way. There's Doe stretching for it. He can't come up with it, but disrupted his man enough that it went to Andrioli. Andrioli steps back in with a wrist shot. Oh, just off the blocker. I'll tell you what, Harney is getting just a piece of everything, but it's enough. There's a tip in front by Andrioli, and that save made as well. Up to the left point, Slahetka with it. Wrister, that finds the glass. Zydeco flip it towards center, able to clear it out. They'll push on the left wing. Knocked down over there was Asling. Crowd didn't like it. Back the other way, here's Slahetka. He'll lead the rush. Jumps in. High slot. Wrist shot just missed. Rebound. Ricochets off the far side. Wickline. Backhands it below the goal. Onto the right wing side. River Dragons trying to push. Jemayev feeds up to the left point. Far dot in. Slahetka shot and a glove save. Harney. And he holds on with 7:16 to go in the second. Well, like I say, especially here in the second period, Harney has been getting bits and pieces of pucks. A couple of them have even beat him for the most part, but not entirely. And he's just gotten enough of it to keep it out of the net, deflecting it just past the post on a couple occasions. Sometimes you gotta make the stops with the horseshoe. McDonald wins the draw to the wall, down the left side, and now dumped was Jemayev. Crowd loved that one. On the left side, trying to keep it in. Nope, out it goes. Jemayev busting back for it. Turned it off the dasher. Turned it over. Zydeco on it. But Jemayev stole it back. He'll feed it to the right side to McDonald. McDonald will dump it in. Around the rim it goes. Left side, Jemayev. Had a chop past him. And, in fact, chop past Balkwill down the ice. Not enough gas or icing here. Columbus pestered. Underwood had to get it around the right side. Goes into the skates of the linesman. Underwood had to go back and dig it out. Now it hopped over McDonald's stick at center. Storjahan tried to steal it back, and the Zydeco sent it back in. Joseph feeds it to the far side, and now behind the net. Underwood forced out. Two men deep. They steal the puck. There's a chance in front. Sent just wide of the post. Boy, the River Dragons are defensively asleep. Wickline trying to move it ahead. He'll flip it up into space on the left side. Storjohn was knocked down at center. In behind the play, keeping an eye on, and now Balkwill skates away from that Zydeco player. I'm not sure who that was. I believe it was Haskins. Now the Zydeco push back in on the left side. Boy, it's getting physical here. It's funny, I mentioned it earlier, we haven't had much of this, and now it's picking up. Puck ends up at the right point, a rolling puck shot wide. Almost hit Weber, who was down behind the net. It's cleared out, it goes off of Klink. Klink up the right side, he's by himself. Off-angle chance, fought off by Harney. Klink going for the rebound, had it tied up for a moment. Now pushes over one of the Zydeco players, lost his stick in the process. It's getting a little sloppy out there. Graham coming back in for the Zydeco now. He knocked the stick away from Gill. Puck into the right side corner. Up the half wall. Fed right back down behind the net. Aslan on the right side. Put it in front. Sticked away by Joseph. Towards the point. Kept in at the left side. Still not out. Side of the goal. Backhand try. Save. Joseph. Rebound up the slot is taken away by the River Dragons. But turned over on the pass to center. Cleared back by the Zydeco, who have all the momentum. They're in onside, right side. Centering feed went behind the net. 4:44 to go in the second. 1-0 Zydeco. Back the other way, Austin Doe. River Dragons need to get a little bit more control back in this game. Doe behind the net, out the right side. Leaves it on the cycle. Shinkarik's got room, walks in, he scores! Carter Shinkarik finds daylight over the left shoulder. Short side on the goaltender, Harney. And with 4:23 to go here in the second period, this game's tied up at 1. For Shinkarik, that's his first goal of the season. And for whatever reason, the Zydeco D never went to him. He had all day to walk in on that right side. 15:37. Doe the assist. And we are now tied up at 1. Let's see if the River Dragons can maintain the controlling pace here. I don't think a track meet is suiting them. They really need to go back to generating off the cycle, spending that time in the offensive zone. They're going to try to do it here. Wickline out there. Tied up in the corner. Wickline trying to shake his way free, looking for help from Jemayev, trying to kick the puck to him out of the pile. Jemayev with it, out the near side, centering feed, but that's tipped away. Zydeco break the zone. In on the left side, it's put into the skates of King, and back to his D partner, Slahetka up the right side. McDonald picks it up. They'll move ahead. Wickline on his left wing. McDonald delays, curls on the right side, sends it in front. Jemayev tipped it behind the net. Puck right in front. Wickline jamming away. It's cleared out by the Zydeco D. A little flip off the glass to the line, but it's kept in by King, who pitches from the right point. Sent back around up the near wing. 3:19 to go in the second. River Dragons halfway through a change here as the Zydeco dump it in and out of play. Joseph flips it out off the blocker. So the River Dragons respond. They get on the board in the hockey game. It's gotten a little more physical. It's picked up a little bit here. We'll see what happens the remaining 3+ minutes of this period. Second period action tied at 1. This is River Dragons hockey.
Even though I'm away at college, Kinetic Credit Union is still the best way for me to stay connected here and at home. With the Kinetic mobile app, I have control of my accounts wherever I go. I can easily transfer money between internal and external accounts, get money faster by setting up recurring transfers, and I can find the nearest ATM or branch right from my phone. Plus, I can add my Kinetic cards to my phone's digital wallet and enjoy quick, secure, contactless payments. By the way, Mom, I need some more money.
Kinetic Credit Union, the energy for your dreams.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities and with each other, because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
Five-on-five hockey here as the draws one back by Columbus, and an attempt at a clear by Bockwell Fandon. He bounces it around to the far side on the second attempt. Doe's tied up, but does get it ahead. And now 3-on-2 developing quickly. Doe with Bersani. Andrioli trailing, gets him the puck, and the back checker picked him up, knocked him down. Puck stays low, though. Doe will bank it around to the left point. Bockwell with a shot. That one is sticked away in front, ends up in the far corner. Andrioli over after it on the right side. Cleared up on the boards. And back down low. Storjahan after it. He'll flip it around to the left wing side. Bockwell off angle chance. Save made. And the rebound picked up by Baton Rouge. Little flip ahead, and now breakaway in behind the D. Rolling puck, backhand, forehand shot. Taylor save, and the net comes off. And the net was way off as Petrantonio crashed into Taylor Joseph. And now we get a pile forming in the far side corner here. This game is pretty close to boiling over. It's not quite there yet, but it would not take much. Of course, the puck was put into the net after it was well off of its moorings. Face-off will stay inside the River Dragon zone, and now they're going to talk it over. We might get some penalties out of this, actually, so hold the phone on where that face-off's going to go. 2:25 to go here in the second period, tied at 1. Both referees are talking it over in the referee's crease in front of the timekeeper. Signal no goal. I kind of had a feeling they were discussing the possibility of awarding a goal there, even though the net was off at a 45-degree angle. Number one, it isn't their purview to do so, but number two, I mean, that's going to fall under a hockey play. You got a guy back checking aggressively. You don't mean to run into your own goaltender and, oh, the linesman just got dropped and he's hurt. He got run into by MJ Graham and Shinkarik coming together on the far side, and boy, I hope he didn't hit his head on the ice. He went down like a sack of potatoes. They're quickly out there to look at him, and they are looking at his neck right now. Oof, that was a hard hit. Whistle goes with 2:11 left to go in the second, tied at 1. And the linesman's all right. He's going to get back up. Oh, that's a tough spill. I want to make sure he's okay. And it looks like they're going to maybe get him checked out here for the rest of the period. So that means we might go 1 ref, 2 linesmen. And now that's what they're discussing right now. Okay, who's going to call the offsides? The icing, what end, who's got what, where's the coverage? They go down to a 3-man crew for a little bit. Face-off just outside the River Dragons' blue line. 2:11 to go, tied at 1 here in the second. Shinkarik on the right side. Moore will backhand it in. Oh, that puck deflects right in on net, forcing Harney to cover. So Columbus will get an offensive zone draw here. Face off, one back to the near side, and the Zydeco will push out of the zone. They'll move it ahead. Onto the wingers, Graham with a wrister, well wide of the net. Chopped out by Petrantonio to center. Moore trying to pick it up. He does. Walks it over the line. Moore in. Toe drag. In with a shot. No, he fanned on it. Rebound, though. They score! The puck was in over the line, and the River Dragons able to take advantage of the rebound that was sitting there off the block shot. And with 1:42 to go in the second, they've taken a 2-1 lead. That puck was clearly over the line, and Alex Storjahan's going to get credit for the goal. That's his second goal of the season, and it comes with just 1:42 left. I tell you what, that can be a big, big backbreaker. What a move by Moore to get in. And his shot, as he tried to get it away, was blocked. A lot of confusion in front of the net. 2 defensemen for the Zydeco who got back kind of ran into one another. And that created enough of a gap for Storjahan to step up, get the puck, and put it in. River Dragons go in offside as McDonald was knocked down. That offside brought to you by Old School Barber Shop. They're online at oldschoolbarbershoppe.com. If your sides are a little off, you can book online anytime for your next appointment, 24/7 through the website and through their Instagram and Facebook, Old School Barbershop. Gill will turn the puck in from center for the River Dragons. Around it comes to the near side of the right point. That one goes out to center. Shinkarik wedging it up in the air, back into the zone. River Dragons tag up. Flipped away from Wickline, out to center where it's recovered by Jemaev. He'll bank it back to the line, and that one jammed right back towards the River Dragons' end. Stepping up to the left side, a chance in front. Robinson couldn't get the puck through. Wickline will turn it away to center.
1 minute remaining in the second.
As we have under a minute to go here in the second. Puck free on the right side. Wickline pushing in, trying to get to it. Zydeco turned it the other way. River Dragons changing the D, got to hurry. They move back in left side. Robinson in with the backhand try. Joseph the save, and he holds on. Slahetka getting off the bench, didn't have his stick with him or in his grip. Like, he got out there quickly and dropped his stick. had to defend without one, and that allowed for a much better scoring chance for Robinson cutting in from the wing. Face-off coming up to the right of Joseph and the River Dragons net. Petrantonio in across from Graham. Eventually, maybe not. We're going to get anybody tossed out here? I guess not. Petrantonio spins that one back cleanly right to King. King throws it up the right side wall. Moore steps around one, gets it ahead. Storjahan up, in over the line, looking for some help. He delays at the point, feeds high slot. Here's Moore, walks in around one, his shot, and that one right into the chest of Harney. He makes the save and hangs on. Face off to the right of the Zydeco net with 29.9 seconds to go in the second period. 2-1 River Dragons in the lead. One back by the Zydeco. They'll swing it around the rim. Big hit out at center by Petrantonio to jar that puck loose, and he'll throw another one just for good measure as it was dumped in. Here's King after it. Banks it around. Zydeco onto the left wing. Storjahan through center. To the right side to Moore. Moore walking it wide into the slot, and Storjahan couldn't hang on to the puck, fought to get it back, and he comes out of the pile with it. Now Zydeco in with a shot, tipped wide. And that's it for the period. So the River Dragons find a way to get a couple back here after the Zydeco took a 1-0 lead here in the second period. Columbus had to fight, but they did come out on top here after 40 minutes of play. Hopefully the River Dragons will be able to find a way to keep it going here. Good momentum right now. It certainly picked up physically towards the end of that period as well. And like I say, I mean, these teams have played each other a lot in the early part of this season. This is now game number 5 of 6 for the River Dragons. It's 6 in a row against the Zydeco. For the Zydeco, at least they broke it up with one with Mississippi in the middle. It feels like a playoff series. Even though it's early in the season, the easy way to develop the rivalry is to throw some distaste in there, and that's fairly easy to do when you see a team this much this early. 40 minutes in the books, and the River Dragons have a 2-1 lead. We'll step aside for a moment. When we come back, we'll move into our second period intermission report, brought to you by Shredaway. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
Phoenix Eye Clinic, located inside the optical shop in Phoenix City, wants to be your local eye doctor. Specializing in diabetic eye exams, glaucoma treatment, and cataract evaluations, Phoenix Eye Clinic has an ophthalmologist on staff. They also handle all of your needs for eye exams, glasses, and contacts. Call the Phoenix Eye Clinic at 334-480-4015. That's 334-480-4015. Phoenix Eye Clinic, located inside the optical shop.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
For Beam, community isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. We believe that when we care together, work together, and even cheer for our favorite teams together, we are closer to what counts. Beam has been improving the way we connect since 1964, not just with technology, but with our communities. and with each other, because at Beam, community is not just a place, it's the way we do business. Beam, bringing East Alabama more. It's in our name.
Get ready to hoop it up this season at Trojan Arena with Troy Basketball. Combined season tickets for men's and women's basketball start at $75 for all 24 home days. You won't find a better deal than that. Get your Troy Basketball season tickets now at TroyTrojans.com/tickets. The action begins November 6th, and we want to see you all season long. Visit TroyTrojans.com/tickets and lock in your Troy Basketball season tickets now.
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
And welcome back here in the second period intermission report. 40 minutes in the books. And the River Dragons have a 2-1 lead. This intermission brought to you by Shredaway. And I'll tell you what, River Dragons fans, it could have gone in a bunch of different directions for the team after the way that first period went. It looked early on in the second like the River Dragons might break through. They had some chances, just were unable to convert. Only one power play was given out, and it was given out early after Petrantonio went into the box for high sticking. And the Zydeco failing to convert on that kind of looked like, well, okay, the River Dragons got through that kill. Now maybe they can grab a little momentum back. After the River Dragons started the period on the power play, they had 50 seconds of carryover power play time, but they were unable to really finish off and do anything constructive with it. They got some chances, but weren't able to put the puck in the net. So it took us more than half a period to get the goal. That opened the scoring. And that was a giveaway at the blue line. Scott Chirac took off on a break down the ice. And even though he was caught from behind by the back-checking River Dragons forward, I believe it was Kyle Moore, caught him from behind, got a piece of his stick, disrupted him, but he was able to recover, get back to the puck, and get a shot away. And so once he got the shot off, then he was able to beat Taylor Joseph 5-hole. And so that made it 1-0 for the Zydeco. Bad break for the River Dragons. Certainly not something that they were wanting to happen, but it happens. Giveaways happen. It's part of the game. You try to cut down on as many errors as you can, and in that case, the Zydeco stuck in the back of their net. But the River Dragons persisted and were able to even the score, 15:37 of the period. Carter Shinkarik nets his first of the year from Austin Doe, and Shinkarik stepped down on the right point, found himself alone to the right side, and for whatever reason, no Zydeco defender closed him off. So Shinkarik, instead of shooting from the wing, walked in towards the dot, and then walked in towards the net. And as the goaltender, Harney, came out to greet him, went down to the butterfly. It gave him room up top over the left shoulder, and a great shot, great placement from Shinkarik as it rang in just under the crossbar and ties the game up at 1. Well, then about 3 minutes later, the River Dragons get a second goal at 18-18, a goalmouth scramble. Kyle Moore gets to the front of the net, gets through some traffic, tried to get a shot off. It was blocked by the defense, but then the defenders kind of ran into one another, and it started a scramble. The puck was loose, and number 4, Alex Storjahan, able to tip it over the line for his second goal of the year. Moore and Petrantonio would pick up the assists at 18-18, and so a bit of puck luck goes the way of the River Dragons, which is a little nice reversal of fortune. I feel like the River Dragons haven't had a lot of that here in the first game and a half of this series. And so for Columbus to be able to get that bounce there, get the lead, heading into the intermission, I think that's actually a pretty big moment for this River Dragons team. Also, you could really feel the momentum probably around the last 5 minutes of that period, and that is when the River Dragons score their 2 goals, really start to shift in favor of Columbus. And so the shots on goal tell the story. 24 in that second period. That ties the season high for the River Dragons. 13 for the Zydeco. 37-19 to the shots on goal. And it's 2-1 River Dragons after 2 periods of play. Let's take a break here in the Shred-Away second period intermission, and when we come back, we will take a look at that out-of-town scoreboard brought to you by Zelmo Zippin. And look ahead to period number 3. Boy, don't go anywhere. This one's going to be a wild one. It's starting to pick up physically. It's exciting. The goals are starting to go in now, and I think that we are far from done with the action in this hockey game. We'll be right back with more in just a moment. 40 minutes in, River Dragons with a 2-1 lead.
At the Country Inn & Suites by Radisson, you'll enjoy comfortable accommodations close to Columbus State University, Fort Benning, and of course, the River Dragons games. Conveniently located at 1720 Fountain Court in Columbus, you'll be minutes away from all your favorite Columbus destinations. Free high-speed Wi-Fi and hot breakfast always available too. So whether you're staying for business or for pleasure, make your next stay in Columbus a comfortable one at the official hotel partner of the River Dragons, Country Inn & Suites by Radisson.
The Jersey Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat-press lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion and have a graphic designer on staff to make the logos or graphics needed to make your shirts unique. We pride ourselves on being able to deliver orders of any size at low, competitive cost with no minimum quantity. That's why the River Dragons trust the Jersey Shop for all of their uniform needs. Call 706-565-4245. That's 565-4245.
When the River Dragons have a breakdown, the puck can end up in the back of the net. But when your car has a breakdown, you need a reliable tow partner. Trust the tow company the River Dragons depend on. Tuffy's Towing. Tuffy's tows many types of vehicles in the Chattahoochee Valley. Call 706-457-0985 for a quote or go online to tuffystowing.com. Tuffy's, we tow more than just cars.
It's the 5th anniversary season of Columbus River Dragons hockey, and RiverDragonsMerch.com has everything you need, including our new limited edition anniversary look. OurDragonsMerch.com has something for all ages, with a variety of hats, shirts, jackets, and more. Plus, cool souvenir items like the always popular fan chains, pucks, and keychains. Want to order a gift for someone? We'll ship it for you. Just go online to OurDragonsMerch.com.
Let Shred-Away, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shred-Away, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shred-Away, 706-577-9668.
And we are back here at the Raising Cane's River Center in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Tom Calahan here with you in the second period intermission, brought to you by Shred-Away. Zamboni circling the ice here, and let's take a look at that Zelmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard for you. We are the only game going on tonight in the FPHL. Tomorrow night, you will have a full slate. Carolina, Binghamton, Mississippi, taking on Blue Ridge, Port Huron, and Motor City. And, of course, the final game of this three-game set. In the National Hockey League tonight, a couple of games have gone final for us. Bruins 5-2 over the Islanders. It took overtime for the Canadians, 3-2 over the Red Wings. Rangers 4, Wild 1. Canucks 5-2 over the Senators. Blackhawks 5-3 over the Lightning. Stars beat the Blue Jackets 5-2. The Blues 2-1 winners over the, that game's still going on, pardon me. Halfway through the third period, Blues 2-1 over the Arizona Coyotes. Jets 4-2 over the Preds with 7 to go in the third. Kraken 2-1 up on the Avalanche halfway through that second period. 10:30 Eastern time start. You've got the Penguins at the Kings and the Oilers at the Sharks tonight. Thursday night football in the National Football League has moved into the third quarter. And the Chicago Bears with a 16-10 lead right now over the Carolina Panthers. And so that's a look at our out-of-town scoreboard. Want to remind everybody we have a watch party coming up, and that will be tomorrow night at Landmark Church in Smith's Station. Admission is either a cash donation or 2 canned goods to help local charities. Those who attend will be entered into a raffle to win the River Dragons party pit for the November 24th game against the Carolina Thunderbirds. That's tomorrow night at Landmark Church in Smith's Station. Again, don't forget to bring your cash donation or canned goods. We appreciate you helping out, being a part of the community here. The River Dragons love being a part of the community, and we value you as well, helping us to make an impact right here. River Dragons Hockey is brought to you in part by Country Inn & Suites, the official host hotel of the Columbus River Dragons, by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the River Dragons. Zelmo Zippin is the official fuel provider of the River Dragons. Air Force Heating and Cooling, the official heating and air company of the River Dragons as well. And all our other many fine sponsors. We ask that you support our sponsors, take care of those who take care of us and make River Dragons hockey possible. Thank you so much for being a part of all of that. And we couldn't do it without both our season ticket holders, our sponsors. Actually, not even a both. It takes a village to put on River Dragons hockey, and we appreciate everyone who contributes in any way. Also want to remind everybody to share your thanks by giving on Wednesday, November 15th, as the River Dragons WTVM team up for a food drive from 6 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. to help benefit Feeding the Valley. River Dragons players will be in attendance collecting non-perishable food items from 3 to 6 p.m., and every person who donates receives a ticket voucher for an upcoming River Dragons home game. That's Wednesday, November 15th, in front of the WTVM studios located at 1909 Winton Road in Columbus. That's it for our Shredaway second period intermission report. When we come back, third period action will be on the way. The River Dragons skating 5-on-5 against the Zydeco, and with a 2-1 lead after 40 minutes of play. Chirac for the Zydeco, Shinkarik and Storjahan for the River Dragons. Stay tuned, there's more coming your way in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons Hockey.
Let Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, take care of all your document shredding needs. We can design a custom shredding program for your business today. No need to purchase equipment, no maintenance expenses, no need to prepare records for destruction, increase employee productivity, increase security, no worry. Was it really destroyed? Right now, all new customers can receive 10% off. Shredaway, a division of the Overby Company, locally owned and operated in downtown Columbus. That's Shredaway, 706-577-9668.
In 1999, Watley Convenience Stores opened its first Zelmo Zip-In. Since then, the brand has grown to include 11 stores in the Chattahoochee Valley and Southwest Georgia. Zelmo's is an anchor in the communities it operates in. Our managers, employees, and vendors are all an integral part of the neighborhoods and communities we serve. We are proud to call these areas home and plan to continue growing with and serving the communities of West Georgia and East Alabama. Zelmo's, fueling life's passions. Columbus, Georgia is considered by some as the hockey town of the South, boasting pro hockey since 1996. But 80 years before that first puck drop, another Chattahoochee Valley favorite got its start, Piggly Wiggly. Come on down to find a great selection of fresh meats and produce for your family's next meal or your next tailgate. We're proud to root for the hometown River Dragons because we've been the hometown team since forever. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby. The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This perfect blending of flavors makes every bite of lettuce, every sesame seed on the bun, and every sip of that crisp, refreshing, ice-cold cola a journey to Fruitopia. Burgers, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Columbus Diagnostic Center, the area's clear choice for diagnostic imaging. CDC Northside features the area's first and only 3T MRI, the most powerful MRI available, and our new 64-slice CT scanner, cutting-edge imaging that's available at both locations. For over 30 years, patient comfort, lower costs, and uncompromising dedication remain our top priority. Clearer results for a more accurate diagnosis. Columbus Diagnostic Center and CDC Northside, technology with a human touch.
And we're back and ready to start third period action in just a little bit here. The Zamboni has just cleared the ice, so it might be an extra minute. River Dragons are lined up, ready to get back on the ice, as are the Zydeco, but they're being held by the officials as the Zamboni doors are still open. And they have to shovel the piles of snow off. Well, now the referees will come back out onto the ice. And only 3 of them. So the linesman who got a little dinged up there, I think that was Brandon Bethany, the linesman who got knocked down at the end of the second period. Looked like he hit his back of his head on the ice. He got up under his own power and left the surface, but he is not back out for the third period. Yeah, that was Brandon Bethany. Michael Maxon's still out there. So it's going to be a 3-man crew here, and both referees, Josh Heineman and Ken Radolinski, are over talking to both coaches, just letting them know how things are going to work here with a 3-man crew in the third, what they can expect. Well, hopefully Brandon's okay. And don't forget, tonight's referees are brought to you by the Optical Shop. Right now, the Optical Shop, $99 and a bag of chips. We'll get you 2 pairs of eyeglasses. Now, the bag of chips, the flavor, it's up to you. I prefer all dressed. If you're going to get me chips, they're hard to find, but they're worth it. I know that some of our Canadian listeners and maybe our Northern American listeners know about ketchup chips as well. Those can also be very good. Don't knock it till you tried it. $99 and a bag of chips. We'll get you 2 pair of eyeglasses at the Optical Shop. All right, third period action coming up here. River Dragons had their Tim Hortons 3-game win streak broken last night by this Zydeco team. They would like to start a new one here tonight. River Dragons 3-1 on the young season. Zydeco 1-4. Columbus has a 2-1 lead here, 37 shots to 19 through 40 minutes of play. Petrantonio checking in with goaltender Taylor Joseph getting his first start in a River Dragons uniform here tonight. Backed up last night. Tonight's backup, Tyler Roy. Then Roy will start tomorrow night, or at least is expected to start tomorrow night, with Brennan Colgan backing up. Face-off coming up at center. Puck is down. We're underway. 5-on-5 hockey, and off we go. River Dragons look to move it ahead here. They will dump it in. Kick to the side by Harney. Petrantonio into the slot. A little too far for more. Puck ends up at the right point. Shinkarik shirks the defender. Moves in with a shot and a glove save. Harney will hold on for a face-off to his left. Just 19 seconds into this third period.
Specializing in commercial mail, friends and family resolutions. Proud partner of Zydeco.
Petrantonio in for the face-off. And that one is swept back. Zydeco on the dot. Around to the right side. Graham pushing it ahead and cut off by Shinkarik at center, but now pushing it up is Aslan. Aslan moving it over to Graham. Graham couldn't shoot, and now he centers, and that puck goes all the way through the slot and out of the zone. Shinkarik really had to hustle back to make that play, but he made it happen. Columbus regrouping at its own end right now. Gill on the left side. Gets it ahead. Petrantonio in over the line. On the left wing, puts it into the corner. Looks up top, feeds it, and it's tipped away before it got to Moore. Here's Jemayev up on the change. Jemayev in with a wrist shot, right pad save, and the rebound in front. Picked up by the Zydeco. They cleared to center. Graham pushing in on the left wing, picked up by Lane King. Now Slahetka over a centering feed. That is sticked away by Joseph. Very active with that goal stick. But turned over now. Graham with a shot towards the net. King blocked it away. King with a pass through center. Now here comes McDonald in over the line. McDonald delays, and he's caught from behind. Puck stripped and cleared out. Columbus looking to turn it back in. McDonald's got to go back for it. He'll get it onto the right side. King at center. He'll dump it in. Near side corner. Comes right to McDonald. Quick shot, and that one is fought off by Harney. Rebound back to McDonald. Puts it up top. Here's Slahetka with traffic in front. Score! Slahetka with a wrist shot low along the ice. Puts it posted in. Great traffic in front of the net. I don't think Harney saw it. And Slahetka's got his first. 1:47 into the third. It's 3-1 River Dragons. Pardon me, that is his second of the year. So, Justin McDonald, Alexander Jemayev with the assists, and the River Dragons have a 2-goal cushion here, but I would not start breathing easily just yet. And now the puck pushed ahead by the River Dragons on the right side. Now if they can keep the pressure on, maybe grab another one here and really start to try to put this game away, that would be just what the doctor ordered. Puck in the Columbus end right now. Wickline ties his man up in the corner. Puck still over there, now centered, and that one is taken away in front. River Dragons able to clear it out, bounce it down the ice. The goal at 1:47 of period number 3. River Dragons a little breathing room. Now they push up on the right side. Here's Austin Doe. Cross ice feed. Coming late is Moore. Moore tried to leave it up top. Or pardon me, that was Bersani. Tried to leave it up top and just gave it up on the backhand pass. There's a chance for Laporte. That one is blocked on the far side. Ends up with Bersani. Bersani getting it up through center. Pushing ahead. There's Shinkarik. Chips right side. Chance for Bersani. Wraps it around behind the net. Still with it on the near side. He'll cycle it low. Doe chasing it. Out the far wing. Up to the right point. Shinkarik tried to step around his man. Got knocked down. Lost the puck. Cleared ahead. Here's MJ Graham up by himself. He'll try to drive wide on Gill. Gill, nice job to keep the stick out there and knock that puck away. Sent back up the near side rim. River Dragons trying to move it along. Bersani takes a bump. Sent it back to the D. Gill fights it through and gets it to the other side. Doe up the glass out to center. 3:45 into the third. 3-1 River Dragons. Here's Rogers. Wheeling back, banks it away to center. Zydeco attacking on the right wing side. And nice job, Kara Georges tried to slide that one in front, and a diving block there by Shinkarik. Now lead on the right wing, cutting in with some speed, a chance on the back end, they score! Kyle Moore driving in from the right wing, and he's able to put it home on the backhand, and there you go. There's a little bit of insurance right there to make it 4-1. Only 4:11 into the third. Wow, Moore has really had some jump in this game. Storjohn with the assist on the goal, but they'll come right back in quickly. There's a chance, and that one is blocked as Moore tried a shot from the right wing side. Storjohn chasing it back out to center after the clear. It's pushed ahead on the wing. Robinson runs into a hip check. It's cleared back out to center. I'll tell you what, between King and Slahetka, nobody throws more hip checks in this league than the Columbus River Dragons. Puck in the high slot of the River Dragons' end right now. King trying to poke it ahead, not out of the zone. Slahetka in front, and he'll curl back with it out of trouble. Get it across to King while the River Dragons change. Here's Wickline at center waiting for some help, so he'll feed it back to the D. And now the River Dragons also changing the D as well. Here's McDonald pushing in on the left wing, cutting into the slot. McDonald kicks it up to himself. Ties up on the wall with it, up to the half boards, and McDonald finally had it poked away in traffic. Weber steps out to center for the Zydeco, feeds it ahead, but the puck bounced away and sent right back to center. 3-on-2 if the River Dragons hurry. Now it's 3-on-3, chipped into space, but that goes off a defender right in on goal. And Harney says, thanks, I'll hold on to that. 5:18 gone here in period number 3. River Dragons have stretched the lead out to 4-1. We'll take a break and come back with more in a moment. This is River Dragons hockey.
It's year-end sales event time at Sun South. Get exceptional offers on quality John Deere equipment, including available 0% financing for 72 months on popular models, including 1 Series, 3 Series, and even 5 Series tractors, along with a great selection of implements to meet your needs. Do more on your property with John Deere equipment from Sun South, and save more during the year-end sales event. Sun South, equipment for those that do.
Some restrictions apply. See dealer for details. Expires November 30th, 2023.
It's the 5th anniversary season of Columbus River Dragons hockey, and RiverDragonsMerch.com has everything you need, including our new limited edition anniversary look. Our DragonsMerch.com has something for all ages, with a variety of hats, shirts, jackets, and more. Plus, cool souvenir items like the always popular fan chains, pucks, and keychains. Want to order a gift for someone? We'll ship it for you. Just go online to OurDragonsMerch.com.
WBRC Investigate in depth.
4-1 River Dragons, 5:18 into the third period. 43 shots for Columbus, 19 for the Zydeco. The third period brought to you by Kinetic Credit Union. River Dragons, McDonald, Wickline, Jemayev out up front. Bockwell and Underwood, the defensive pair. And the draw one back, Bockwell at the left point on it. Shot through traffic, save made, rebound is covered. Jemayev got a whack on the backhand at it, but that was all. Harney got the mitt down. I will say this, the fans here, they chant Greg after saves, and they're not wrong with either goaltender. They're both named Greg. There's a shot coming in from the point. Oh, tipped in front dangerously, just past that far post. Out to center, Wickline. We'll go back after the clear. Gets it across, Bockwell. Back to the right side, Jemayev takes it off the dasher. Jemayev cycles down for Wickline behind the net. McDonald can't catch up with it. Around to the near side it comes. Zydeco with a chance to get it out. Weber took a hit. A couple of 71s coming together there. River Dragons dumped it back in. Weber out to center. Up on the left side. Zydeco attacking him with a wrist shot. Save made by Joseph. Off the left pad. He holds that rebound. I honestly thought when the River Dragons got goal number 4 that the physical tone would return to this game, but it hasn't. There's a little bit of a meeting in the corner there between a couple of players, but really not anywhere near what I thought we might see here in the third. Face off to the right of the River Dragons net. Played back around to the near side. Giving chase over there is Doe. He'll leave it back. Shinkarik will bank it back for Gill. Gill forced out behind the net. Rims it back around to Shinkarik. He'll feed up the near wing to Doe. Doe getting it ahead. River Dragons on the attack. Chipped in left side. Gill goes to the front of the net. Ball into the corner. Andrioli is tied up over there. Puck at the point. Is it held into Andrioli? Pushing and shoving in the corner. Puck free. Andrioli on it. And now, whoever that was for the Zydeco lost his helmet, has to get off the ice or it would have been a penalty. Fed to the left point by Bersani. Back into the left wing corner. Back to Bersani. Andrioli feeds it towards the net, chopped away, back to the near side wall. Andrioli on it. Bersani slides it behind the goal. It rolls through the skates of Doe. He tries to get to the far side. Shinkarik down for the right point to keep it alive. Puck free in front. Here's a chance and a right pad save. Harney, and he got run into in front of the net. And that was accidental contact. Bersani on his way by. After the shot attempt, Harney came way over to his left to make the save, and they ended up bumping each other. That was not as severe as Harney is making it out to be right now. I'll be honest with you. I saw that one, and that was not all that bad. I don't blame Harney for trying to draw a penalty here, but that's pretty much what he was doing, was trying to draw a penalty. He's giving it a little extra time on the knees here. Trainer's going to make the slow walk out there. That'll give us a little bit of a break in the action here. Referee's talking it over, but again, that one goes under the context of hockey play. A lot of the players are watching here up top, and Bersani didn't go after him. You can even see on the replay, Bersani tried to avoid him. Honestly, I think Bersani trying to kind of pivot around him might have made it worse, as Bersani was up on one skate in the air anyway because he had his other leg taken out by a Zydeco defender. So he might have caught Harney with maybe a windmilling arm. I don't know if he got him with an elbow or what on the way by, but he had lost control of his own body on the way by. Harney is back up on his skates and gesturing with some frustration at the trainer. Greg Hussey, in the meanwhile, has jumped onto the ice and is stretching it out, but now he retreats to the bench.
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for number 1, Ray Harney.
7:05 gone here in the third. 4-1 River Dragons. Face-off will be to the left of Harney. Petrantonio out to take this face-off, more on his left side. Storjahan on the right. And it's one back to the right point by the River Dragons. There's a pass ahead. Shinkarik thought about pinching down, but has to retreat out of the zone. The Zydeco are starting to blow the zone here a little bit. And so the River Dragons defense is going to have to be very aware of that. Moore with a nice job to keep the puck into the far side, steals it away on the wall. Moore trying to rope his way around here into the front, gets it to the left point, sent right back around the rim. Storjahan letting it go to the right half wall. Petrantonio kicks away from Storjahan. Odd bounce off the puck board down there. But Storjahan able to keep it in to Moore. Moore tried to dance his way free on the near side. With Zydeco are having a heck of a time clearing the zone right now. Finally, Rogers just pulls the pin and throws the grenade to center. Tossed right back in by the River Dragons. As we approach 8 minutes gone here in this third period, it's 4-1 Columbus. The River Dragons have both goals here in the third. Wow, what a move by Slahetka to step in past traffic. Now the River Dragons in with a shot. That one finds the glass as it was put up over top there by McDonald. And now it's turned over. The other way, Robinson bounced off a check from King. Puck away to the corner. Nice job by King to square him up and get enough of him in the open ice. Now a wraparound attempt coming here. Nope, Zydeco can't make it go. Puck on the right side, Baton Rouge. Well, they cycle it right to King. King with a stretch through center. That one is tipped down. There'll be no icing here. Wickline in after it. Wickline tried to backhand it in front. Didn't make it through. Off the dasher, out to center. Harkins just clearing the zone. Kerry Georges at center, intercepting a pass for Wickline, but he put it right back to King. McDonald tips it on Jemayev left side by himself, tried to walk in front, checked off his stick. And Robinson will bank it out. Back to the River Dragons zone. 9 minutes gone here in the third. 4-1. Columbus in the lead. McDonald in over the line. Into space. Tossed it towards the front of the net. That was chopped away before Andrioli could come up with it. Back the other way, Laporte at center. Andrioli stole it away. Andrioli at the line gets run into. Got the puck in. Not deep enough. And now Andrioli with a hit. And now he's going to get some attention. River Dragons back in, though, with an on-man break. Bersani steps in, leaves it up top. Score! Knocked down as he let the shot go. And now Klink. And now coming in, Andrioli just got hit from behind while celebrating the goal. And that's going to bring a pile. Andrioli has been a fly in the ointment of the Zydeco. He's been hitting things out there repeatedly. And as he was celebrating the goal, got hit from behind by one of the Zydeco players. And that's just purely the frustration of Andrioli finishing his checks and taking the body. Take nothing away from Stephen Klink's goal, but that's just a garbage play when you go at a guy from behind like that. Boy, you hate to see that. And for Klink, that is his first FPHL Pro goal, so congratulations to him. Deserved a lot of hard work to get to the front of the net. .930 time of the goal. Bersani the assist. They gave an assist to Underwood there. So somehow, Andrioli's getting a penalty, even though he got run from behind in the goal celebration pile. And he's the only one in the box. Wow, that is brutal. Absolutely brutal. Yeah, let's take the guy who got hit in the back, minding his own business, celebrating a goal. Makes sense to me. Nine and a half, time of the power play for the Zydeco. They're on their third power play of the night. Andrioli in for roughing. There's a shot coming in for the point, fought off in front. Good traffic in front, and it's cleared out by the River Dragons. I mean, if nothing, just take two guys. Like, okay, take Andrioli and the guy who hit him. Power play for the Zydeco. And fans, if you've been listening to me for the last year, you know that I don't complain about the officiating much, if at all. That was Scott Brand's role. I let him do that. But even so, I don't think it's warranted to constantly critique the officials. This, however, is a play to hot garbage. River Dragons clear it out to center. 9:24 to go in the third. 5-1 Columbus in the lead. 49 seconds to go. In the man advantage, so Andrioli in that Abercrombie bonding penalty box. Let's see if the River Dragons can spring him onto there. Puck heads up to the left point and a heavy hit on the far side wall. A little slow to get up. One of the River Dragons. I believe that's Petrantonio. He's back up on his skates, though. He's okay. Graham with a shot for the point. Hit his own man. Went wide. Sent around the near side rim. And that one makes it all the way down the ice. Zydeco back on the regroup. Adamo Aslan leaving it off. Chirac feeds it onto the left side. It'll be dumped in. Joseph had to skip over his goal stick. Fed around towards King. King is able to get it out of there. And that's the end of the power play for the Zydeco.
River Dragons at full strength.
Andrioli out of the box. The Columbus penalty killed it. Now it's turned over, and here's Andrioli in on a breakaway in backhand, and he stopped. It might have hopped off his stick. Not sure if Harney got a piece of his stick with a poke check or not. He had him beat, but just couldn't finish. Back on the Zydeco. Centering feed, and that one knocked away by the goal stick of Joseph. Starting to get a little crash and bang out there as the River Dragons dump it out off the defender at the point, so no icing here. Both teams will change it up. Boy, Andrioli had a brilliant chance out of the box. Puck moved ahead to center here. Bockwell trying to push it ahead. He got it up towards McDonald. Now a chance in front. Storjahan backhand scores! Alex Storjahan on the backhand, able to put that one home after a nice feed from Jemaev. And it's 6-1 River Dragons with 7:29 to go. Storjahan's got his second of the game. Jemaev and McDonald will pick up the assists on the goal.
Assisted by number 15, Kyle Moore, and number 7.
Oh, they said that was Kyle Moore picking up the assist on that one. Could have swore that was Jemaev out there, but all right. For now, they're going to call it for Moore. I'll go with that. Here come the River Dragons pushing up once again. Petrantonio dumping into the left side corner, trying to get after it. Couldn't come up with a loose puck. Weber back the other way. It is 6-1 Columbus. 7 minutes to go in the third. Backhanded in from center. Chased down by Underwood. Underwood around on the near side. Forwards and out. As he gets it to center. Storjahan pushing ahead. 3-on-2. Now 3-on-3. There's a pass in front. Tipped right in on goal. Puck free. Rebound. Swatted away by the D. Oh, boy. Storjahan looking for the hat trick there. Back the other way. Here's Laporte. Trying to shake his man and come in. Gill, nice play to ride him off. Centering feed is sticked away by Joseph. And again, Columbus clearing it to center. Zydeco on the regroup here. 6:20 to go in the third. River Dragons able to come up with the puck in their own zone, and now on the left side, here's Austin Doe. Doe looking in front, crease crashing play there. Andrioli knocked down into the corner. And we're going to get a penalty on that play as Andrioli was hooked up, crashes heavily into the boards. Well, maybe we're not. I thought we were getting a penalty called there. We are not. Okay. Sorry to get your hopes up, River Dragons fans. We're staying 5-on-5. 6:04 to go here in the third. 6-1 River Dragons. McDonald able to win the draw over to the near side of the ice. Columbus able to keep the puck in. Jammed off the dasher, high in the air, comes down out at center. Shinkarik could not come up with that puck. Backhanded ahead, and in over the line, Robinson lost it though to McDonald, who in turn lost it back. It's fired just wide of the River Dragons net. And now we get another penalty coming up against the River Dragons, and now here we go back in the Columbus zone. Klink is in the mix, and now here we go. We'll get the pile. A lot of pushing and shoving in said pile. I like how Taylor Joseph comes out and begins to lobby in the left ear of the referee while the pile's going on. There was a penalty initially coming up against the River Dragons. I don't know if we're going to get more than that or not. Let's find out here. 5:42 to go in the third. And like I say, when you play a team for the River Dragons, this is 5 games in a row against the Zydeco. They're sick of seeing these guys. It feels like a playoff series in the beginning of the year. And it's getting physical. These teams don't want to like each other. They don't want to see each other. hanging out here. The River Dragons, whoever that was that ended up in the box, got roughing, it looks like, is the indication, and it'll be a cross-checking call against the Zydeco player. Well, actually, there's 2 River Dragons in there. There is McDonald and looks like Klink. I'm not sure who got what. And then it's Kara Georges in there for the Zydeco. So Kara Georges did get cross-checking.
Columbia River Dragons. Penalty number 26, Stephen Klink. High sticking.
So Klink got high sticking.
Justin McDonald. Roughing.
McDonald got the roughing. And I would like everyone in Columbus to know that you actually live in Columbia. We are the Columbia River Dragons now. In the first game, we were the River City Dragons. Now we're the Columbia River Dragons. And as I said, when I found out we were the River City Dragons, I got excited because we got a lot of trouble right here in River City. With a capital T that rhymes with P, and that stands for pool. All right, we're going to get a break in here with 5:42 left to go in the third period. 6-1 River Dragons in the lead. We'll come back with more in a moment. River Dragons hockey.
Phoenix Eye Clinic, located inside the optical shop in Phoenix City, wants to be your local eye doctor. Specializing in diabetic eye exams, glaucoma treatment, and cataract evaluations, Phoenix Eye Clinic has an ophthalmologist on staff. They also handle all of your needs for eye exams, glasses, and contacts. Call the Phoenix Eye Clinic at 334-480-4015. That's 334-480-4015. Phoenix Eye Clinic, located inside the optical shop.
Get ready to hoop it up this season in Trojan Arena with Troy Basketball. Combined season tickets for men's and women's basketball start at $75 for all 24 home games. You won't find a better deal than that. Get your Troy Basketball season tickets now at TroyTrojans.com/tickets. The action begins November 6th, and we want to see you all season long. Visit TroyTrojans.com/tickets and lock in your Troy Basketball season tickets now.
Well, they're still playing Why Can't We Be Friends? I can at least appreciate the sense of humor of the DJ. 5-on-4. So the River Dragons with a couple of players in that Abercrombie bonding penalty box. Justin McDonald in for roughing, Klink high sticking, and then Kara Georges picked up a penalty of his own for cross-checking. River Dragons moving ahead, and now 2-on-2. They got a shorthanded chance. There's a down low shot off the outside of the net by Petrantonio. Nice feed by Moore. It was in there a little late. Petrantonio almost made it work. Back the other way, here come the Zydeco, and it's getting chippy out there. Moore took a pretty good whack and returned it. There was no call going either way on that one. It is chippy right now. Under 5 to go. Here in this third period, 6-1, River Dragons in the lead. And that's another reason why the Zydeco trying to fight for something, anything at this point. Just set the tone a little for tomorrow night. These two teams are back at it once again. 8:30 puck drop, 8 o'clock on the Air Force Heating and Air pregame show. Up on the right side. In come the Zydeco. Puck ends up in behind the net. Sent back to the near side, and that Baton Rouge player had lost his stick that allows a clear. Just past Storjahan. Regroup at center. Now it's turned over, and here's a breakaway chance for the River Dragons. Doe in with a shot, and the save made. Harney out on the angle there. Doe was closed off by whoever was on the back check there for the Zydeco. At least made him take the shot. Wouldn't let him work his way in front. So 4:06 to go here in the third period. It is a 6-1 River Dragons lead. We'll take a break and come back with more in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
Vector Ply Corporation is a world-leading manufacturer of carbon, fiberglass, and Kevlar composite fabrics located in Phoenix City, Alabama. Our customers depend on us to produce iconic brands such as Malibu and Nautique Boat and the historic C8 mid-engine Corvette. Even the light poles surrounding the Columbus Civic Center were produced by a Vector Ply customer using Vector Ply fabrics. If you're looking for an exciting career with a growing manufacturer located right here in the Chattahoochee Valley, visit our website, vectorply.com.
Columbus, Georgia is considered by some as the hockey town of the South, boasting pro hockey since 1996. But 80 years before that first puck drop, another Chattahoochee Valley favorite got its start, Piggly Wiggly. Come on down to find a great selection of fresh meats and produce for your family's next meal or your next tailgate. We're proud to root for the hometown River Dragons because we've been the hometown team since forever. Piggly Wiggly, down home, down the street.
4:06 to go in the third period. 6-1 River Dragons. Shots are 52-20 in favor of Columbus. Face off to the left of the Zydeco net. River Dragons have another 24 seconds to kill off here, and then Justin McDonald will be eligible to return from the Abercrombie bonding penalty box. Zydeco win the face-off back. And they'll go about the business of setting things up here. Up the right side is Chirac. He'll lead the charge. In over the line, cuts through the D and had the puck tipped away, then tried to feed it up top and cleared the zone. Now race for it back down the ice. Wickline in hot pursuit. Actually, that was Bersani, pardon me, who lost an edge in the pursuit. And now Aslan is pestered as we are back to 5-on-5 hockey. McDonald out of the box. River Dragons kill off another one. Zydeco with 3.5 to go here in this game, just trying to make something happen for themselves. Puck chipped around behind the River Dragons net. Zydeco 0 for 4 with a man advantage. Heavy thump on the far side wall there. Andrioli in the middle of the pile. You know what? I think that's what we're going to see from Carson Andrioli this year. He is going to be the guy trying to turn you into wallpaper. He'll move that puck ahead at center, and that one just a little too far on the stretch there. McDonald tried to steal it back. It's dumped in. King will retreat behind his own net, under 3 to go. On the left wing side, lead pass off a skate, out to center. Ends up with McDonald. He'll loop back inside his own line. Right side, he finds Jamaev. Jamaev steps in with Wickline. Jamaev with a bouncing puck, feeds to an open wing. There's nobody over there. Zydeco cleared out. Jamaev will cycle it back to the D. River Dragons on the regroup. McDonald tapped it back towards Jamaev. Ahead, McDonald in with Wickline. Gives it to him in the left side corner. Wickline looking up top. Flips it up to the point. Fake shot. Far dot. Jamaev one time and a save made going to his left by Harney. He'll hold on. No rebound available. 2:17 to go here in the third as this one winds its way towards the inevitable conclusion. River Dragons will improve to 4-1 on this young season. And certainly a determined victory after last night's loss for the Columbus River Dragons. Face off to the left of the Zydeco goal. Tied up. Andrioli wanted to shoot. He finally got it in the right pad. Save Harney. Yeah, two teal jerseys converge, and Andrioli was ready to let it rip, but I think that was Bersani who almost took it away from him. Now a chance to unload a dough. Backdoor feed. Oh, and Andrioli had his stick checked at the last moment. Bersani on the rebound, though. Bersani will feed it up to the left point. Gill with a slap pass into the slot. Doe with a shot glove. Save Harney despite the traffic in front. Nice job to find that puck and hold on. $152 to go here in the third. 6-1 River Dragons. Zydeco trying to win the draw. Hussey to the point, can't clear. Shot coming in, save made. Big rebound in the slot, but Hussey there to take it away. He'll bank it away off the dasher. And now at center, it's turned over, 2-on-1. Zydeco moving in, left side, a centering feed, and a nice job defensively to lay out, block the pass. Now a block shot in front of the net. Puck stays in, though. Aslan at the line, now taken away by Bersani, and he's able to get it to center. Andrioli will loop back into his own end with it. Gill leaves for Shinkarik. Between the two of them, they came up with a couple of nice defensive plays. And Taylor Joseph hasn't had a busy night tonight, 20 shots from the Zydeco, but the D, more often than not, have been very helpful in front of him. Under a minute to go in the game as the River Dragons finally out with it. Onto the right side, here's a chance, and Angola shot. Harney out to make the save to his left. Puck still free behind the cage. Swept around to the far side. Laporte will leave it off into the corner. Bank back towards the near side as it's cleared out to center. King on it there, and he'll dump it right back in, cross corner. Half minute to go in the game. Zydeco flip it out to center. Klink knocks it down. Was it a high stick? No, play continues. He'll just feed it back to the defense. River Dragons just looking to eat the clock here. Stretch up the left side. Moore was tied up. Puck hit him in the skates. He's still tied up with Haskins. Weber ends up with it at center. He'll try to walk it in. Put it in on goal. Save made. Joseph will hold on. And that's going to bring a little bit of attention, but I believe Weber was not interested in testing Klink with 7 seconds left. Face-off will be to the right of the River Dragons net. A final face-off win for Storjahan. As the puck played around, Moore will just sit on the wall with it and run the clock out. And that's the game. So Columbus comes up with a big 6-1 win here tonight at the Raising Cane's River Center in Baton Rouge, setting the stage for the winner-take-all of the 3-game set tomorrow night at 8:30. It's time for us to move into the Pepsi postgame show, and as we do, we will come back and have a lot to talk about here because there were 7 goals in this game, but also our final look at the Zelmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard. Plus, don't miss our Wade Cleaners 3 stars of the game as well. Stay tuned. There's more coming your way in just a moment. This is Columbus River Dragons hockey.
You know that sound anywhere. It's the crisp crunch of that first nacho chip. With its perfect cheese to sour cream ratio sitting atop a layer of delicious beans, it's a sip away from perfection. That's what we're looking for. Add a delicious, refreshing Pepsi and we've achieved absolute nacho nirvana. Because while you can pile those nachos high with every spicy, cheesy, savory topping, there's no topping a cool Pepsi finish. Nachos, better with Pepsi. That's what I like.
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
If you're looking for quality dental work, look no further than Largeman Dental in Columbus, the River Dragons' trusted oral care provider. Largeman Dental provides cleaning services, restorative work, cosmetics, prosthetics, and Invisalign braces too. Dr. Largeman has over 19 years of clinical experiences in all phases of dentistry and holds memberships in 4 different esteemed dental societies. Set your next appointment by calling 706-322-6581 or visit them online at largemandental.com.
The Jersey Shop specializes in screen printing, embroidery, direct-to-garment printing, and vinyl heat press lettering and numbering. We provide custom t-shirts for any occasion and have a graphic designer on staff to make the logos or graphics needed to make your shirts unique. We pride ourselves on being able to deliver orders of any size at low, competitive cost with no minimum quantity. That's why the River Dragons trust the Jersey Shop for all of their uniform needs. Call 706-565-4245. That's 565-4245.
It's time to wrap up the game with the Pepsi Postgame Show, brought to you by Pepsi, the official soft drink of the Columbus River Dragons. Now back to the booth with Tom Calahan.
Back here in the post-game show, brought to you by Pepsi. The River Dragons 6-1 winners tonight over the Baton Rouge Zydeco. And as they are done calling Baton Rouge here, we are calling the Wade Cleaners 3 stars of the game for tonight. And the in-town media, well, I don't want to say they're biased, but, I mean, you know, it's the hometown crowd. Here are the 3 stars for you tonight. Number 3, Justin McDonald from the River Dragons here this evening. Number 2, Alex Storjahan. Storj had a couple of goals in this one as well as an assist. And the number 1 star, the goaltender for the Baton Rouge Zydeco, Greg Harney. And I'll tell you what, Harney did not have an easy night. He made 52 saves on 58 shots. Zydeco dropped this one to the River Dragons 6-1. River Dragons victorious here tonight. Those are your Wade Cleaners 3 stars of the game. We'll take a break. We'll wrap up the scoring when we come back, and we'll also take a look at that Zelmo zipping out of town scoreboard one more time. Stay tuned. More coming your way on Columbus River Dragons hockey.
At Pure Taqueria, it's even more than delicious dining. It's an experience. Start off with a delightfully flavored margarita of your choice, then an appetizer, like the famous salmon totopos. Then indulge in one of the specialties, like tequila lime chicken. And top it off with mouth-watering tres leches from the dessert menu. Everything at Pure Taqueria is made fresh daily, like their handmade corn tortillas. Dine in, take out, and they cater too. Authentic Mexican food with a fine dining twist. Pure Taqueria, North Veterans Parkway in Columbus. Purely delicious.
Pineapple Jack's is now open. The newest place to party in downtown Columbus is at the Pineapple. Wednesday through Saturday, party at the Pineapple. And plan all your birthday celebrations all week long.
Military gets in free. No cover for military all week before 10 p.m. Veterans Day.
Plus $3 shots and $1 beer. The first 100 ladies through the door get in free every night this week. The all-new Pineapple Jack. Come early and get in free. It's the all...
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
All right, welcome back here on the Pepsi post-game show. Tom Calahan here with you. Thanks for joining us as the Columbus River Dragons end up with the victory here tonight over the Baton Rouge Zydeco. And we appreciate you being here as the River Dragons. Looking forward to kind of getting back at it again tomorrow here. It's going to be a good finish, I think, to this series between these two teams. And right now for the River Dragons, they're in a spot where, well, it really is going to be a physical battle tomorrow. I think tonight did set the tone for that. I think the series is finally reaching its bit of a boiling point, which is not a big surprise. And right now for the River Dragons, I think, you know, when you're just sick of seeing those teams as much as you've seen them, that's kind of what it comes down to. And, well, for the River Dragons at this point, that's what they're going to have to deal with. So, for Columbus, we shall see how things are all going to go. But, boy, oh, boy, it has been something else for this River Dragons hockey team, the way things have gone so far this season. They've been able to find goals, and now they've scored 6 twice. They've scored 5 twice. The offensive output is not in question for this team. They did score 4 in the loss the other night, but I think goals are going to be a little bit easier to come by. The real emphasis, the importance is going to be on keeping the puck out of that River Dragons net. If Columbus can buckle it down defensively, I think they did a pretty darn good job tonight of not allowing Baton Rouge much. Now, the Zydeco cashed in for the first goal of the game on a defensive miscue. It was a giveaway at the blue line, led to a breakaway, but it was a breakaway. Not even an odd man rush. It was one guy who made a play at the line, made a smart play, and that was Scott Chirac at 11:15 of the second period. That opened the scoring, but after that it was all River Dragons. 6 in a row for Columbus, starting at 15:37 when Carter Shinkarik scored his first from Austin Doe, and then at 18:18, Alex Storjahan's first of 2 on the night. This one from Moore and Petrantonio. And it was 2-1 after the end of the second period. Then the River Dragons just laid it on thick in the third. 4 more for Columbus. Started with Slahetka's goal from Jemaev and McDonald. That was at 1:47. Then at 4:11, Kyle Moore scores, rewarded for a pretty nice effort there. Storjahan picking up the assist on that even strength marker. Then at 9.5 minutes in, the goal for Stephen Klink from Bersani and Underwood. And then to cap it all off at 12:31, Storjahan second of the night from Moore and McDonald. That really iced the cake at that point. It got chippier and chippier from there, but no further scoring in the hockey game. Shots in total by the River Dragons, 58 tonight. That's a new season high. 13 in the first, 24 in the second, 21 in the third. For the Zydeco, 6 in the first, 13 in the second, just 2 in the third period. So the River Dragons really shut her down. And in that final 20 minutes, 21 in total for the Zydeco here this evening. And no power play goals for either team. Zydeco 0 for 4. River Dragons finished the night 0 for 3 with the man advantage. All right, it looks like, well, we're going to hold off on that final break. Let's get our Zelmo Zippin out-of-town scoreboard in here. And I believe we are the only game in the FPHL tonight. I don't believe that. I know that for a fact. But I believe we've had a couple more games go final in the NHL. Finals from earlier tonight. Bruins 5-2 over the Islanders. In overtime, Canadians 3-2 over the Red Wings. Rangers 4-1 over the Wild. Canucks 5-2 winners over the Senators tonight. 5-3 Blackhawks beat the Lightning. Stars 5-2 over the Blue Jackets. Blues do hold on 2-1 over the Coyotes. Jets 6-3 winners over the Predators. Midway through the third, you've got the Kraken up 3-2 on the Avalanche. At the first intermission, Penguins and Kings are tied up at 1. And also at the first intermission, the San Jose Sharks lead the Edmonton Oilers 1-0. So that is, let's go ahead and loop back. There was some Thursday night football here tonight. I want to give you the update on that one. And it looks like that game has indeed gone final. The clash tonight between the Bears and the Panthers goes to the Chicago Bears, who improved to 3-7, 16-13 over the now 1-8 Carolina Panthers. We are back here tomorrow night for an 8:30 puck drop in the Eastern Time Zone, 8 o'clock on the pregame show. And so we appreciate you being here to be a part of Columbus River Dragons hockey here tonight. A big 6-1 win for the River Dragons over the Baton Rouge Zydeco. One more game here in Baton Rouge, and then that's it for coming to Louisiana for the River Dragons for the season. Unless these teams should happen to meet again in the playoffs, we're going to bid adieu to the Raising Cane's River Center here in Baton Rouge. So come on back and join us tomorrow night. Don't forget about the watch party going on out at Landmark Church and Smith Station. Admission is either a cash donation or a couple of canned goods to help local charities. Now, those who attend will be entered into a raffle to win the River Dragons party pit for the November 24th game against the Carolina Thunderbirds. That's tomorrow night at Landmark Church in Smith Station. Thanks for joining us, everybody. My thanks to my executive producer, Drew Peirce, for getting us through here, and also all of you for listening in, all of our fantastic partners for helping us present River Dragons hockey to you. One more time, your final tonight. The River Dragons beat the Baton Rouge Zydeco 6-1. This is Tom Calahan saying good night.
Announcing Wade Cleaner's newest location at 6801 River Road, located just across from the new VA hospital. This location has a drive-thru and is open 6 days a week. Tell us you heard this and receive 25% off your first visit. Wade Cleaners, since 1939.
We know that juicy, cheesy, grilled to perfection burger sounds amazing, but it does sound like something is missing. Pepsi, baby! The yin to this burger's yang. Burgers and Pepsi go together like burgers and Pepsi. This